Hello everyone, I'm Johnny Massacre and welcome to my world. It is New Year's Day. This is the New Year's Day celebration within Johnny Massacre's world, featuring you, the Massacre mates, Champers, Cuban Cigars, and Twin Peaks coffee and donuts. You won't see me eat a donut very often, but the viewer Mark Hatfield always makes a jest about eating donuts. And you know what?
GD says, hello, here we go.
Hello mate, New Year's Day celebration. What did you do for New Year's Eve? Look at this, cuzzy. Who's ready for the dopamine bomb? Look at that. Look at that. How? Okay. It's not going to be that good because it's a British donut and we're not good with food. And we got a British interpretation of a Japanese donut. It's like matcha and strawberry or something. And I went raving last night and did a chemistry experiment. And I feel amazing, but when I looked in the mirror before the stream or looked at myself on this video, I realised, bruh, you look like a wreck. Anyways, I'm taking the edge off with Twin Peaks coffee, donuts, a 71 quid Cuban cigar, the exact one that Churchill smoked, and yeah, coffee and champers, isn't it, cuzzy? So we start with the coffee. This is a really good idea at 10 p.m. What does Cooper say in Twin Peaks when he eats a donut? Bruv, look at this. This is going to be so good. Happy New Year's, everyone. Holy shit, that is good. Oh, man.
GD says, Deathclaw Jedi says, I hate the chat pronunciation, but I am doing good.
Yeah, like when it's one word, it fucks it up, right? Oh my god, bruv. This rave last night.
Slub69 says, you don't look healthy at all.
Yeah, I mean, I went out last night and got absolutely mash up. What can I say? I had sunglasses somewhere. I feel that's like a good idea right now. Okay, I'm going sunglasses mode. See, it looks slightly better like this. Just slightly better.
WR says, Happy New Year, everyone.
All I wanted today was sugar. So badly. And I got it. It's what I need. My body wants it. My god.
Deathclaw GD says, and to you too, Brad.
Happy New Year's, everyone. The party continues. So, the DJ last night, actually not very good. And the crowd, the kind of people who like that DJ, weren't really that good either. But it's so good to be back in London. I still had a great time.
Slub69 says, Happy New Year all.
Happy New Year, mate. But yeah, I made some friends and it was fun.
WR says, thank you, GD.
And yeah, the DJ, like, he'll play 70s fucking soul songs. And in a rave, when you're doing a chemistry experiment, those songs are not meant for chemistry experiments. There's no dynamics, there's no build up and drop, and it's cheesy. But he did play a bit of drum and bass. He played one drum and bass song. It's been a long time.
Deathclaw GD says, remind me to take you to the Krispy Kreme on Craig Road and MLK in North Vegas when you come to the US.
Bro, I'm not going to eat for a month. I'm going to do like a Free Palestine, starve myself, but not really starve myself because they lie about that shit. Like, they lie about everything. Free Palestine diet a month before I come to America, just in anticipation of all the calories I'm going to consume. But yeah, the DJ played a few tracks, and it's been a long time since I rolled to drum and bass. You know, it's my music, right? To roll again to drum and bass, I already knew it, but I just reaffirmed drum and bass is the greatest music ever made, bar none. It's so good. Like, there's a track, it was by this guy called Breakage. It's called Something High, and it sounded so evil and so good on the sound system. And there's another tune they played. It's by someone called, I forget the name, but it's called Dopamine. Man, it's the roughest track. It's like a 4/4 kind of house track, but it's breaks. And it's just, the melody is so weird, and the bass line is so good. Man, it stands out. Bro, let's go. Oh man, this is too much. Those donuts, mate. 2 is too much. I had a pint with my dad. He went to the football Brentford game. It was really nice, just chilling with him. This little pub in Camden. Mate, instant coffee is actually not that bad.
BrWR says, what's special about that Krispy Kreme?
Nothing. Yeah, I mean, look, we're going Twin Peaks, bro. That's why I bought it.
Slub69 says my 2 teenage daughters are MMA fighting each other ATM. Fucking nightmare.
How old are they? The cigar that Churchill smoked, this one, they named it after him, after he basically made it famous. Literally this cigar, it's the same company. You know it's a good cigar when the smell is like the corner in the festival where everyone pisses and it reeks of ammonia. That's kind of what it smells like. So I got some champers. I'm going to bring you the champers, and then we're going to continue this stream. Let us know what you've been up to for New Year's, what kind of things you did.
I am still waiting for a DJ who can do a drum and bass while using George Thorogood and the Destroyers as the bass for the music. I'm about to destroy this room with smoke from the cigar, so I'm going to remove all these clothes and my bag. Right, I had 2 pints of Guinness today as well, and a few coffees before that, and then on the way home had another coffee and a chocolate bar, like a massive one. Also had some gummies and had some chips in the fucking pub. Then this coffee, 2 donuts and some champers and a cigar. I mean, there's gonna be no dopamine left at the end of this. Had to be done on New Year's, cuzzy. This pub is it's called the Churchill. GD says, BrW are not crispy, but Krispy Kreme is just a kinda gimmick fresh donut shop. I think they taste better than Dunkin', but not by a huge margin.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. So, bruv, Happy New Year. This is good. I've been waiting like my whole life to fucking smoke this thing. Wanted it so bad. I think this might be the one. I can just tell by the smell. What an ashtray. All right, full on Churchill mode. Here we fucking go. It's actually, this is the Churchill cigar. So hyped. Dude, I smoked a cigar in the rave. So good. When I took it out, it's such a good prop. Everyone's looking at it going, what's that? What's that? Everyone loves it, man. The cigar in the rave is proper. Oh my
Deep
God.
Claw GD says fire it up.
Oh my, I knew it. I knew it.
Bradublia says, I know crispy it's like an orgasm in your mouth, but you were so specific about the location I was curious.
Okay, man, this is hitting on so many levels. Ooh. Man, I forgot, like, this time in particular, when you do a chemistry experiment, you just turn into an idiot. You know when you see people who are, like, intoxicated on something like that, and their behavior is really weird. They're doing things, and you can't, unless you're doing what they're doing, you can't quite work out what they're doing. That was me last night. Like, I met this girl from Iran. She was on the same wavelength as me, and we just ended up walking around for ages. Like, go outside, but no, we got to get a
Deep Claw
jacket.
GD says, okay, I see it is because I was stationed at Nellis AFB near Vegas and I know the area.
Happy New Year, everyone. Go to get the jacket from the locker, go back outside, no, we need to do this, and we're just walking around everywhere. And she had a friend who wasn't doing a chemistry experiment, which made it, like, more difficult, because, like, she wasn't on the same wavelength. But you just end up walking around and just doing all this weird shit, and you can't settle. I'm still doing it now, pretty much. So 2 Guinnesses before this, like, what was I thinking? Well, it's New Year's, isn't it? So cheers, everyone. That's fucking good, bro. Oh my God. It's my favorite. Oh man, is that good? Better than the donut. It actually tastes really good after a fucking donut.
Slub69 says, you were fucking mincing about yeah.
I was just like...
Slub69 says oops caps.
Yeah, like people who do chemistry experiments, like what you want to do is go on the dance floor and get locked in and just don't move. The problem was the DJ, he kept on playing this cheesy soul stuff, and then you just want to leave the dance. He kept on changing the pace. Yeah, the countdown was kind of cringe. The crowd had to do the countdown. He didn't play an appropriate song. And then the guy behind me was like 10, 9, and a few people started doing it, and everyone, then it died down a bit, and other people felt him back. It was like, why did they hire this DJ? But anyways, no, it was wicked. Yeah, and like smoking this cigar in the rave was absolute banger. It just tasted so good. I didn't drink any alcohol last night, sensibly. So last year I did the same thing, went to this club, like the DJ was way better. And the thing is, when you're doing the chemistry experiment, you need like just devastating, nasty, like cutting edge electronic, smash up the place music. You fucking need it. You need it the whole night. That's what it was like last year. The next night I went back there, did a 24-hour rave, did more chemistry experiment, but then foolishly, the people I was with kept buying alcohol. You're not supposed to mix it. So I was doing that. And this is what was the worst, was drinking loads of Red Bull. That was just, you can imagine, the second day in a row, and then 24 hours, it was overstimulation. By the end, it was way too much. So of course in the rave, everyone was saying, the people that I met were going, yeah, let's go tomorrow. But last year, the people I was with, credit to them, they queued for 5 hours, and I came just at the right time when they were gonna be beyond access behind these railings, and I just snuck in there. If someone's not in the queue, you're basically gonna queue for fucking hours to get into this party. It's super like popular on New Year's Day, and there's no tickets. You have to turn up. It starts at 2 p.m, which basically
Slub
means,
69 says Red Bull is fucking poison.
dude, it's the worst. But you basically need to turn up at 12:30 p.m. to make sure you're first into the club. Then you get a stamp and a locker. You can fuck off and come back later, but you go to the VIP queue, so you just get in. I got back at 7 a.m. to my dad's place in Camden. And I was thinking, what, 7, 8, 9, 10? Or like maybe 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not going to sleep for 3 hours and go back there. There's no fucking way. So I thought this year, I had a good time, just bank it. Made some friends, we'll meet up with them later in a few weeks. Do it all over again. Just appreciate what you had. It's brilliant. Mate, London, I fucking love this city, man. It's the best. I don't, even in spite of it falling apart and what have you, there's so, like, do you know what? It actually can be saved, because the infrastructure, even though it's like deteriorating, falling apart, there's so much infrastructure here, and there's still so much creativity and just so much stuff. If the right people take over and make some drastic changes, it could fucking flourish, man. There's something about London energy, and it's just honest to God, right? I don't know what the fuck it is. I need to start thinking about this more and analyze what this is. But I really, really think electronic music, it's a gateway to the divine. I fucking mean that. There's something about electronic music tracks on a dance floor blasting out. It feels so meaningful. And I know that sounds ridiculous because it's a club or whatever, but there's something in that, like the things that the British made electronic music within London, is something so meaningful about that. It's fucking amazing. It's one of the greatest things we ever made.
Holard.
Edward, what's up, G? Happy New Year. Edward, look, this. You put me onto this. I blame you. When Trump won the election, you bought it. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. What did you do? Happy New Year's, Edward. What did you do for New Year's? Yeah, it just feels like something so meaningful, the electronic music. I honestly think it's one of the greatest things that England ever produced.
Deep Claw GD says, England can be saved, but you all need a proper Trump-type leader.
Exactly.
Edward Johnston says champers.
Yeah, got the champers in it. And the Cuba, this is big things. Yeah, it's something about electronic music, British electronic music. It's I don't know how it happened, but when they're playing dark, lashing, like advanced sounding shit, it's nothing like it. It's such a mad experience. Anyone who hasn't done that, I feel they've missed out.
Bradw says, now England needs a painter.
Oh no, bro, don't go there.
Edward Johnston says, went in to see the fireworks and walked home in the rain. It was fun.
Nice, mate. That's visceral. That's visceral. I like that. I slept so well after the rave. Came back 7 a.m.
GD says, oh god no lol. Slub69 says, what about Kraftwerk?
Yeah, I mean, the Germans obviously got some mad shit going on. I am half German. Maybe that's why it's in the blood. Yeah, I shouldn't really have gone out because of my nose. It's a vasodilator, which means it will make your blood vessels expand and there'll be more blood. So it's like got a bit of swelling, but it was worth it, dude. It was worth it. I had to do it. Yeah, there's a few moments that I will remember. but I'm happy not to go out again. Not the right decision. There's a lot of people though who go out on New Year's Day. There's a few events. It's this you can see online through the main ticket seller, Resident Advisor. There's like thousands of people who are interested in going. So New Year's Day is a big thing. I think a lot of people just lay slightly low on New Year's Eve and hang with mates, and then New Year's Day they go fucking mad. I think it's because New Year's Eve they price
says
gouge.
my old best mate who is dead loved Kraftwerk.
But they're the fucking they're the OGs, right? They are the OGs, right? Tomorrow is going to be a fucking savage gym day. It's going to be a 2-hour run. Is what it's going to be. I'm really looking forward to that. Super looking forward to that. I feel like after I do a chemistry experiment, it always feels so good to do a 2-hour run. Obviously, when you're doing it, it feels weird as fuck, but you still got a residual buzz. So it feels engaging in a different way. But when you finish it, it feels like it's just what your brain and body needed, was to do the opposite of what you did the day before, which was feeling amazing.
Deep Claw GD says, when you heading back to the land of the rising sun?
19th of January. You know, as opposed to doing something with no initial cost that makes you feel amazing, and the cost comes after doing it, you do something with a massive initial cost. You have to just run and invest into what you're doing, and then you get like a huge natural payback, which feels so good. So the thing is, like, people kind of want to go out this weekend, the people I met and some other people I know in London. It's Thursday now, but I just feel I could do it again. But before I started the stream, I was looking at myself. I look fucking knackered. Why would it? Don't need to go out again so soon. I feel it would be good to just chill. I got this eye surgery next week on Wednesday. Do that, and then the week after that, it's my last weekend, and then, yeah, do it. Go out, have fun. Lot of mercy. Happy New Year. What did you lot do on New Year's? I don't know if I can get through this whole bottle of shampoo, mate. I already feel quite pissed. Look how much is left. I barely made a dent. It was a good idea on paper, but now that I'm doing it, I feel like I don't fucking need this shampoos, bro. Churchill, my dad made a really good point today in the pub. He said he feels part of the reason England is such an island of mashups and ridiculous drinking is because of Churchill, because he was such a like influential figure. People looked up to him for guidance, right? He basically took us through World War II. And he was like on the champers and cigar every day, every fucking day. Every day he drank a bottle of champers in bed with and he had something like 10 cigars a day. You think I'm a dopamine fiend? Churchill, my dad said he was an alcoholic. I don't doubt it. And he said that normalized like this fucked up drinking culture. And I said to my dad, I think it's also the weather contributes to it, because it's just so grim and cold. When you have a few beers or a few drinks, everything makes sense and it feels like I can do this, which is fucked up. But yeah, England is an island of heavy drinkers, man. It's madness. Are we playing video games today? Are we going to do this? There's loads of things we could do. I think I need something. I kind of want to go back to Home Alone on the NES, because I can't believe that we beat it, but it's because of a glitch. But I felt we would have done it anyways. That's what makes it so regrettable in a way. Like, we would have done it anyways, but the game denied us the satisfaction of overcoming it on merit. Like, it basically glitched in the last 3 minutes, which made it way easier. I still think we would have done it, but I think we have to go back into the Kevin McAllister, is that his name? Household, and beat, the Wet Bandits? The Wet Bandits. fucking love London though. I honestly think I'm gonna move back here next year. I really do. I think
Edward
it's time.
Johnston says maybe Adolf just needed a drink and he would have chilled out a bit.
Yeah, he's a teetotal, right? I don't know. I think it would have made him worse, don't you think? No, he was a meth head, wasn't he? There's that dude who wrote that book about Hitler smashing the drugs. I mean, maybe he embellished it, but then there's a video of him tweaking out. They definitely was on something. That was it. The what painter? Austrian painter. Austrian painter. That's what my friend calls him as well, like in Japan. Dude, what's happening with Somalia? Like, this sounds fucked up, but let's just be real. Why do Amalian says look so fucking weird? Like, why are their heads so fucking big? Why are they so deformed?
Slub69 says, are you taking the piss, Ed?
There was like a Malian say dude, he walked through the crowd yesterday. It's just like, bro, you look fucking weird. Why they look so different from every other country in Africa, Ikare. They look so different from all the other countries. What the fuck is with it? What's with it? They just stand out so much. It's so weird. Why do they look like that, cuzzy? It's mad, you know.
Slub69 says both my grandas fought and killed because of him.
May their souls rest in peace. Thank you for your service.
Bradublia says, inbred.
Is that what it is? Yeah, it looks like that. Everyone knows it. And the other thing is, like, I'm walking around Camden Sainsbury's, and you just see socialism in practice. Like, when you see Özlem May Imanway in Ijab Haze, it just makes me feel uncomfortable. There's something so wrong about that and diametrically opposed to my culture, the apex culture that ended Avery Slay. We are the ones that did it. If we hadn't done it, the Özlem Mays would still be doing it. I know there is some form of it and it still happens in Afe Ikare, but there's something so diametrically opposed to that. It's like, it's pure oppression of Imanway, and it's just, they treat them like Ekan say, Arse Clay, Itizen says. And I feels uncomfortable. It will never, ever, ever blend with our culture. It's impossible. And when I see them walking around the Sainsbury's, I think like, the only reason you're here is for benefits. Because there's no reason to come to England. It's a fucking cold rock in the middle of the Atlantic with the shittiest weather, the greyest. Like, why the fuck would you come to England? There's literally no reason for someone like that to come here. Okay, their country is an Iterole, Itholshe compared to ours. So there's that. And maybe that's the key reason. But on top of that, it has to be the Enefit base. There's no other fucking reason. Like, you can see it in motion. Like, they're walking around, it's like, you're definitely on Enefit base. You just know it.
Slub69 says my granda was part of the British GRP that liberated Bergen-Belsen. He was mentally destroyed because of it.
Holy shit. Tell us more, Slubsy Bubsy.
Bradublia says, both wear dresses.
Yeah, no, it's mad to see. It's funny, there's a little pub, right? It's my favourite pub. It's really quiet and it's off the beaten track in Camden. So the only people who go there are like locals, essentially, and people who want to be there. There's no random foot traffic. Very British. And they have chips. And I had it last time. I had ketchup. And I remember I went in there last time. They got 8 different sauces, right? Always changing it.
Slub69 says just Google Belsen.
It's funny, British food is genuinely shit because my palate is super advanced. I feel I have better taste than the majority of people. I can just tell because I love food more than the average person. Like the way that I eat, the volume of stuff I eat, and my sensitivity to just good stuff it's more than normies. I just know it. And especially the fact that I've gone to Japan, my palate is so fucking expanded. And I can really appreciate what they do. Japanese grew up with it. But I came from a shitty food culture into the best one, so I can super appreciate what they do. And so many times since I've been back in England, I'll eat something which is really expensive or supposed to be good by British standards, and it's actually not very good. And in this pub, they're so proud of their 8 special sauces. And last time when I went in there, they basically, when I ordered it with ketchup, they were kind of pissed off. And this, I remember saying that to people. And I went back this time and I said, can I get ketchup? And the woman who was working there, she just looked at me and went like this and was so disappointed. I said, I know you're disappointed because I'm not getting the sauce. This happened last time. I said, what is it with your sauce for the chips? And she says, all homemade. That's the guy who makes it. So one of the owners, I guess, or chef, he's sitting there having a drink. I was like, all right, mate. I said, what do you recommend? And they recommended me something. I didn't want it. I just want ketchup because you can't fucking not have ketchup with chips. Mayonnaise I like too. And I said, okay, just give me what you recommend. And she said, you can have ketchup too if you want. The guy brought it out and he was genuinely so proud of this. It was some Spanish thing. It's like, begin with a B, the name of the sauce. And it had onions and a bit of salsa or whatever. And I had a bit and he was so proud and he came out and wanted to talk about it. And like, it just wasn't that good, bro. This is such a British thing. I said, oh, it's delicious. But I said, could I have some ketchup as well? And he literally looked at me. I'm a customer. And he goes, I fucking hate it when people do that. I did feel a bit bad, right? Because I knew I would, if you offer someone food and they say, can I have some fucking ketchup, some mass produced ketchup, it would probably piss you off. And obviously this place is all about the sauce. And I thought it was quite cool. Like tourists would pay money for that, to the local place, homemade, but it's just British trash. And he brought out the ketchup and it was just way better than what he had. It was quite funny. One of the sauces is chocolate, has chocolate. It's actually quite good. I didn't say this, but I just thought, mate, fucking spare me. Like chocolate in your sauce for chips? What the fuck is this? But I love this pub. It's my new favourite.
Edward Johnston says go back and ask for more ketchup.
I wanted mayonnaise as well. It's pretty fucking good. How many calories in a bottle of champers? Tell me. Oh, Lord of mercy. We got the champers, cuzzy. This is the right move. If I'm gonna continue the buzz, do it at home with some Massacre mates. Like nothing too mad outside. Guess what? By the way, there is. Get the donut crumbs off. There is Reform.
Edward Johnston says the bubbles cancel out the calories.
I'm not sure about that, cuzzy. But dear Johnny, join me in London on January the 9th. So Reform, there's a rally, a London rally. Definitely
W
go to this.
says, I dunk my fries in chocolate shake.
Well, maybe you should go to this pub, cuzzy. So there's a rally, and you bet your ass I'm going to that, cuzzy. Okay, here's the mad thing. Yesterday, I met this Iranian girl. Like the people in the crowd were they're not ravers really, because the DJ was floating points. As I said, he plays this kind of cheesy soul shit. So I was looking for some ravers, and this Iranian girl, like, she kept looking at me. And then, okay, so I started talking to her, and that was just getting on. We're coming up at the same time.
Edward Johnston says that's some American behavior.
Right? And she had these very piercing eyes, like the Persian eyes. And we're getting on really well. And she kept touching me and, like, kept looking back towards me. But then later on, some of her friends came, and it kind of fucked up the dynamic. And I think she started to come up and down.
He's right, it's physics.
I think she was starting to mix her chemistry experiments. She was on top of MDMA. She was doing, like, ketamine and other things. And her friend was on a stack of ketamine, mushrooms, MDMA, and cocaine K. So, like, it just made everything a bit weird. But for a while, I was definitely in there. The interesting thing is, I don't know, man, I think politics define my identity too much. It's like it's a chicken and the egg, you know. You are who you are. You have an innate essence, and the politics don't define that. But at the same time, the politics that you align with is because of your personality, right? You're matched to it. But that said, I don't want it to define me. And I think too much I'll say it or bring it up in conversation. Even if I don't say my position, I'll just say, what I always say to people is like, I don't give a fuck what your political opinion is. And it's just genuinely true. But I even feel like saying that is projection, and it means I do give a fuck, and I'm trying to like open the door a bit. So I'm going to stop doing that, to be honest, because there's so much more to life than that. Especially in a fucking rave when you're just trying to talk to people, communicate, and like feel someone's essence. And the funny thing was, right, the girl was Iranian, so I thought there's a reasonably high chance she'll support like the Palestine BS, because she's like from a Muslim culture, and Muslims obviously align with that, as you see in the protests and stuff. And sure as hell, I went to the Instas and she had like a Free Palestine thing, and I just thought, you are not wearing a hijab, so you obviously don't want to wear a hijab, and you don't want any kind of Muslim oppression. You don't want to be a second-class citizen and part of that authoritarian political, like quasi-medieval system. And yet, you support the very movement that would put you into that situation. And not only that, if you support the Palestine pay, you are fully aligned with the hard leftists. And make no mistake about it, the people who support the Palestine movement the most, who are not Muslim mays, are hard left, because it's extremely destabilizing to culture. It destabilizes religion. It destabilizes just like the peace. It destabilizes freedom of movement. Like if you're out there, they're gonna fucking like be all over you.
Roman
It
King BC
destabilizes
says,
freedom
when
of
you
thought.
asked for the ketchup, did you subconsciously look forward to shitting in his cereal, lol?
I don't think so. I just felt a little bit of not anxiety, but I felt like this is going to piss him off. But because I did a chemistry experiment yesterday, and I just don't give a fuck. So I just thought, I want ketchup, and I'm going to get ketchup. And I felt his reaction. He said to me, he goes, "I fucking hate it when people do that." I didn't think he'd go that far, but it was a little bit made me feel a little bit uncomfortable, but my desire for ketchup was way more than this motherfucker's happiness, considering the customer's always right. Let's be honest. Most people who support the Palestine thing is left wing. Don't give me this BS. Like all different kinds of people support it. Nobody on the right supports that at all. It's a leftist thing. And so here's the irony. So for this girl supporting that cause, she's aligning with the leftists. She's aligning with the very same people who triggered the revolution in alliance with the Islamists in 1977 in Iran, that overthrew the country and made it into an authoritarian shithole that she basically ran away from, and now is enjoying the fruits of something diametrically opposed to that, which is like libertarian London culture. So she supports the very thing that destroyed her country, and that she doesn't like, proved by the fact she's in London and not wearing a hijab. And I just thought, normies, I don't like, people are so, whatever the fucking message is, half of the population is just going to support it. What's the message? Israel's bad, or like, you know, Palestine's a victim, or like progressivism is good. And it doesn't matter that, or Trump is evil. Whatever they fucking push out, 50% of the population will just believe it. It's just fucking unreal. They'll spin fucking anything. They're so good at it. I haven't really looked online, but I already know that Somalia, provably, the majority of Somalians in any country are nearly all, literally all on benefits, and are a massive net drain on society in terms of resources, healthcare, benefits, like everything. The narrative will be, because they're going to vote for the left, is Trump's trying to, he's like arresting innocent people.
Says, well, isn't she worth
he's racist.
Now?
They're persecuting hardworking
says, hey, did anyone else see those balloons?
It's just whatever the fucking narrative is, people will believe that. And the left, the only thing they have is propaganda. They literally do not stand for anything. Like, what the fuck they offer you? All they offer is tyranny, division, stealing your shit, and giving it to people who don't deserve it. It's the most destructive shit ever, and I hope that shit gets extinguished sooner rather than later. Balloons. Oh yeah, I saw that. Are we going to play some video games? But you know what we have to do is go back and play the ones we didn't finish. Oh, Lord of mercy. What's up, Joe? Yeah, Joe. So do you remember, like, comedy used to be about comedy? And the funny thing is, like, people say politics, it shouldn't be part of entertainment. And I pretty much agree with that generally. But I find, like, right-wing comedians are pretty fucking funny because they actually talk about truth. And truth is always the funny shit, right? When you say an uncomfortable truth or a taboo that everybody thinks but they're too afraid to say, it feels liberating when someone finally says it. And ironic. And I find right-wing comedy really funny. There's a guy like talking about Somalia earlier. It was proper fucking funny. I feel like the Overton window's shifting a lot. He was talking about Somalians and he's talking about people wearing hijabs and shit. And it was what everybody's thinking but afraid to say. And it's actually fucking hilarious. It was political, but it's hilarious. Leo Kirst is a Scottish comedian. He's actually, I think, is like top 5 leading minds in terms of dissecting and articulating what's going on politically, especially in terms of like population replacement, you know, like the hard left and their socialist programs and like the Marxist takeover of various countries, but in his case, the UK, the judicial system, you know, that bleeds into the European Court of Human Rights, which is a total Marxist takeover. You see that in America as well, a lot of these Marxist Obama Clinton appointed judges who would just like let criminals go, and they, you know, Canada as well, Australia, London, they promote these progressive policies, which is essentially predicated upon your worth being dictated by your ethnicity. You see, his commentary in that is so good, Leo Kirst, and his comedy is actually really good as well. And his comedy skits is just all about political shit. He's tip top, man. His ex posts are just fucking majestic.
Edward Johnston says, imagine Johnny saying this to girls trying to dance at the rave.
Yeah, I can't. But the dream is that's the thing. If a girl will respond to what you're saying, what I'm saying now, it's fucking game over. My future wife, she's gonna be a fucking trad wife. She's gonna be a reformer, Rupert Lowe loving, nationalist, blood and soil, patriot, mass deportation desiring, individual responsibility aligning, gym smashing, shredded, perverted, feminine trad wife. And it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. But yeah, I don't want to go too far now. Man, there was a track last night. This is my thing, is dopamine, right? I need dopamine. There's a track last night called Dopamine, bro. It's like when you're rolling on a MA, E-Day, MA, AA, and like a fat like dance music track comes in, I don't know how to describe it. But when it's a really nasty, lashing, dark electronic tune, it just takes on a whole other fucking meaning and feeling. There was a couple of tracks last night. Oh, man, fucking tore the house down, bro.
Slub69 says, I can't wait to meet you and ragdoll you in the ring.
Subs, I will knock you the fuck out, bro. Like, there's no fucking way. You're 10 years older than me. You're not in the same shape as me.
Says howdy.
I've been boxing for 10 fucking years. I've got the hardest punch in the gym, and I'm a half German, Austrian painter descended,
BC
British.
says Little Johnny Jr.'s in the future, homie.
Beast
Edward
mode.
Johnston says, is Slubs okay?
I can take so much punishment, mate. No, me and Slubs would be a good fight, because Slubs, he actually used to go out and engage in violence in like football riots and shit in Scotland. That people like died in that and permanently disfigured.
Edward Johnston says the Milkster.
I'm fucking with you, Slubs. I'm fucking with you. Nah, I wouldn't want to fight with a Scotsman.
Milkatima Kesting says my money is on Slubs. Slub69 says no chance, son.
What's up, Roman King? No chance? Nah, yeah. And Slubs has got way more experience fighting than I do, 100%. Like, he's been there and done it, bro. The other thing with Slubs is he's got a family and, like, a lot of kids. Anyone with that is, like, ready to murder anyone who messes with their kids. And where the place you're at has more migrant maids than any other place. And like, I know that you constantly feel the pressure of, like, taking care, the murderous like paternal instinct of making sure your kids are all right. That's not some shit you want to fight against.
Says, I'll fight Slubs too. I won't win, but I'll still fight, lol.
Nah, Milky versus Slubs, we're not fucking doing that. We're not doing that. We're certainly not doing that. Or maybe it could be Milky versus Slubs, but I have to defend Milky and Slubs. No, fuck, no, this isn't gonna work. Stay out of it, Milkster. I don't know how Churchill did it, bro. Like, 10 of these every day. The guy who was leading the country, my country, successfully through World War II, smoked 10 to 11 of these a day. Like, I'm already feeling like dizzy from this. 11. Plus,
Roman King BC says, Johnny,
day.
could you transfer my mod status from your gaming channel to the CH?
Sure.
Milkatima Kesting says, hey, it's a hell of a way to go. Mark Hadfield and it says what the world needs now is rum donuts. Chris the Campbell says,
yo,
Happy New Year, Johnny. I've been away for all the Christmas stuff but finally back home.
Welcome back, mate. How are you, Chris?
69 says, lol man, you're great when you go in back and why. Roman King BC says 11 OMG.
Yeah, no, talking about fighting is for chumps, but Slub's he's not a chump. It's his Scottish sense of humour. But yeah, people who do that, like, of course, as men, we get the instinct to just attack. And when someone says something online, especially anonymously, you just feel like, come on then, mate, say that to my face. But I've been through that years ago. I've just got no reason to. How about me and Slubs team up and we against someone else? Would you reckon, Slubs? Me and you against Conor McGregor? 2 people, no holds barred, barroom brawl. Nah, actually, I don't know. That guy will. He's pretty fucking. Nah, he'd probably knock us out, innit? No, of course he would. But then if we attacked him at the same time, cuzzy. Yeah, this tune from last night, it will get the stream demonetized. I'm not even monetizing it. I might play it to you. You won't hear any bass, but I want to share it with you.
Milkatima Kesting says, crazy people don't feel pain, Johnny.
Only pain.
Joe88 says, look what happens to Jake Paul. Bro WR says,
so good.
He'll kick both of your asses.
I love the way Brad did the British spelling of asses. That's very considerate. Like, ironically, in your pugnacious, aggressive statement, there's a lot of respect.
Says this is funny. Edward Johnston says, are we playing Ill Bleed?
See how toxic Slubs is? He got everyone's testosterone, like, riled up. And
Joe88 says, crackheads don't either.
Crackheads. Should we play Ill Bleed? We could do. We could do a vote on what game we play. I mean, I'm here all night, cuzzy. The champers is kicking in. The coffee before this was a bad idea. After loads of caffeine, 2 Guinnesses, and a lot of stimulation yesterday, what did I do? Had a shitload of coffee today.
Roman King BC says, didn't Jack 6's jaw get split?
Yeah, the Jake Paul thing. I actually found that like uncomfortable watching. I thought this should not be allowed to happen. I mean, that's not allowed, right? But I just felt that was I just think the whole thing was unnecessary, man. But I mean, he obviously really, as much as trash people talk on Jake Paul, myself included, let's be real, right? He's a human being like anybody else.
Slub69 says love you all.
Love you, Slubs. If you met someone like that face to face, and you were in a room like having a drink or something, or just having a chat, I'm sure you'd respect him a lot. Because, mate, how many people get in a fucking, not only get in a boxing ring, risk their
says he made a
reputation,
lot of money,
their manhood and everything, but do it against Anthony Joshua. So when it really comes down to it, when you strip away the fame and all that stuff, I do actually respect that guy a lot. He risked it all, and that's what you risk, bro. Like, that will be probably the defining part of his legacy, was when he fought a true boxer, he got absolutely destroyed. So I actually do respect him, but that fight was uncomfortable viewing. I felt worried he might suffer permanent damage. It was pretty uncomfortable.
But just says hey now. Milkatima Kestings says it wouldn't be the same here without you. Slubs lol. Slub69 says Josh crushed him.
No, man, absolutely. Joe
88 says he's all hype for the money.
It was hard to watch, man. Look, I just thought, like, I don't want that guy to have a brain injury or I mean, absolutely murked. It shows you how insane the top level is, right? Because Jake Paul, I mean, to his credit, he does have an athlete's physique, and he only narrowly lost to that other guy who's pretty fucking good. What was his name again? But dude, he kicked fucking. Would you get in a ring with Nate Diaz?
Says, Johnny, how much coke did you do last night?
I don't do cocaine. Fuck that.
Slub69 says they both made 100 meters.
I don't do that shit. That's like physically addictive, and that literally destroys the neural pathways. That will like leave you permanent damage. I don't do that. But I do like, occasionally, maybe 3 times a year, I do like, what do you call it? My delightful, mesmerizing acid. I'm addicted to dopamine. I have concentration issues, and that comes from a weird dopamine regulation in your brain. When your dopamine's kind of low sometimes, you can't concentrate.
Joe 88 says, ooh, you're sick.
So I like things that give me dopamine because it helps me to lock in and focus. Otherwise, I can only focus on things that are super interesting, like video games to me, or like exercise, or movies that I like, and the universe around that. So I like things like coffee and the previously mentioned thing because it gives me that dopamine rush, and then I just feel like I can lock in. This is ridiculous now. A cigar, shampoo, all that shit, coffee. It's just, I'm going hard on it. This is good, but it's not as good as the Wild Churchill. It's just the best one. When I was sharing it with that Iranian girl yesterday, she was fucking loving it. And that was making me hype because I could finally share it with someone who appreciated it. She was taking a joint, she was going, fucking it. I was like, yes, you're the first person to appreciate this goddamn cigar. It is the G cigar. And the good thing is that's a kind of modern cigar, so that'll be in production for a long ass time. I'm happy about that. Pretty happy about that. Are we going to play a video game? Man, sugar is the devil, right? Like, I would love another donut. Look, there's little crumbs inside, bro. Bro, I'm eating the crumbs.
69 says next week for me 0 drink. Healthy eating and maybe buy a non-electric bike.
Big ups. Are you drinking now? You sound like it. You definitely sound like it. I still don't get my beef Wellington. There's a pub that does it, and it's like the cheapest one in London. I'm up for that. Totally up for that. Cuzzy wuzzy. Yeah, British food is quite shit. I'll be honest, man. Like, I like it because I'm British, and part of it's a nostalgia thing. And there are good parts to it, but the British mentality is never going to make a fucking... I feel like the roast dinner is I mean, it's unequivocally the best British food. But even that's more about... Of course, it's mainly about quality, but...
Chris the Campbell says, isn't that some kind of Asperger's? Abnormally hard to focus on things that don't interest you. But when doing something you like before you know it, it's 7 a.m. and the sun is coming up. Joe88 says subs UFCKS.
I really want Asperger's. I want it so bad. I really want to be autistic. But the reason I think I'm not autistic is because I've said this so many times, but I'm so good with social cues. But I know there's different types and there's a spectrum or whatever. But like, I'm too good with social cues. And socially, I don't feel awkward around people. So I just don't think that's not autism. As much as I'd love to be autistic. Yeah. Yeah, this cigar's alright. It's more expensive than my favourite one, which is kind of cool in a way, but it's just not as good as the White Churchill, man. Cheers. Happy New Year's, everybody. I've got to play this tune. This is going to demonetize the stream. Okay, let's see what we got. So this tune last night, thing is you can't hear the bass on this, so there's no meaning to it without the bass. But when I was buzzing last night and came up, the DJ dropped this.
How do you know you're normal around other people?
I know for a fact that I'm normal around other people because...
Milkatima Kestings says maybe autism was invented to keep us special interest types feeling stupid.
No,
Mark
part of it is that.
Says Happy New Year to you.
Mark, you missed the donuts, bro. I've got 2 donuts just for you, bro. I ate them at the beginning of the stream and I called you out. Happy New Year, mate. What did you do? Anyways, like this tune... Oh man, you wouldn't know if you even listened to it on headphones or played it. You have to be in a rave to this. The tune is called Most High and everyone's fucked in this rave. It's very minimal. It's just the beat and the drum and bass. The bass line, sub bass rolling thing. Sounds so
Mark
good.
Hadfield and it says good man.
There you go. I caved. This one. We're getting demonetized, but I have to do it, mate. You can't hear the bass because it's playing through speakers, but what is it about Jamaicans and their fucking voices? You put those motherfuckers on a track, especially like a gritty one with bass, and it just sounds so good. That bass line, boom, 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 boom. But in this fucking club, it has like one of the best sound systems I've ever heard. It just completely envelops you. It's the best. Like you can't even understand unless you're there. But the sample as well. Watch out! Like, oh God, this was so good last night. And as I said, it's been a long time since I rolled to drum and bass, but it's just the best. This is the best electronic music. Yeah, you had to be there. You had to be there. But the other tune, this is probably the tune of the night. It's called Dopamine by Weevil. Bro, this fucking tune, it sounded, I don't even know how to describe it, dude. This one.
Chris the Campbell says, Hard Archive made a Daft Punk inspired track recently. Check that out. I can't keep still while listening to it.
Listen to this. So there is a melodic element to it, but...
BrWR says, control the autist, control the world, Milky. Slub69 says, my bro who's rich as fuck. Manager offshore etc reached out at 4 a.m. this morning. We fell out bad cause we had a scrap and I battered him.
That's amazing, isn't it? Slubs, what the fuck? Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, I don't want to have a fight with Slubs, bro. He battered his own brother. He's like, fighting is in his nature. You win, Slubs, you win. But that's really nice that he contacted you. Could you fix it? Was he wasted? He probably was, right? This tune, it's melodic, but it doesn't even feel melodic. It feels more rhythmic, and it's just the beat. The beat is so, even when the melody disappears, the beat is just, it's so good. Like breaks sounds so good on a 6 sound system. Can't imagine how good this sounded last night. Bassline. It sounded fucking sexual. Like, it sounded so good on that sound system. It sounded, that's the best. It's just hard to describe. And so this track's very minimal, and in the middle,
it says needs a banjo.
In the middle, there's a chord section. So because the track's very, it's like it's nearly in harmonic. When proper musical elements come in,
Testing says he's starting his New Year's apologies.
It
He will
hits
swing
you.
at you in the next 6 months, Lmao. Fearlessly said, but just says more cowbell.
What's up, Victoria? Sorry, I saw you earlier. I was going to say hey now, but I got distracted. What's up, girl?
Fatima Testing says and put more donks on it.
So evil.
Slub69 says I'm really glad he did. I feel guilty, bruv.
Tell him, bro. Let it all come out. And the snare, they layer it with this reverb, so it has a space. You can visualize the space where it's coming from, and it's echoey and vast and dark. Check out the chords in the middle. Dopamine, that's my thing as well.
Says, I just saw a post on Instagram. It said screw a kiss, throw a punch at someone, set the standard for the year. Cheers, slubs. Slub69 says Happy New Year, Vic and Milky.
Happy New Year.
Milkatima Kesting says jokes aside, apologies and forgiveness are important.
Yes.
Dopamine.
Where the fuck are the chords?
Dopamine.
Thirdest said but just says, Happy New Year, slubs.
Here. When the chords come in. This was the one last night. Like, that absolutely shredded it up. So it's even that alone to find, when you hear a really sick tune in a rave and you find out what it is, it feels like you discovered gold. Oh man. Are we playing games? Are we doing that? If so, what are we playing? I feel like we need something easy going, like a point and click or something. There's a lot of champers left. I don't know if I can get through this. Look, that's too much, bruv. Mate, fucking hell. Gym is going to be interesting tomorrow, let's put it that way. Oh, mate, Man City drew today. So good, so good. Arsenal 4 points ahead. Oh, my Lord. Oh, it could be Arsenal's year, Cuzzy. This could be it. This could be the year we do it. We do it. I feel it might be. My dad, who stopped supporting Arsenal, and he now supports Brentford. He went to the Brentford game today, and it's against Tottenham, which is the rival of the former club he supported. Oh, dating app. This girl, are you free tonight? Like midnight? Fuck yeah, I am, baby, baby. Hey. Yes, I am. Now, this is not a good idea. I shouldn't go on a date tonight, should I? Baby, baby. Would you? Would you do it? I'd do it. I would do it means go on a date, of course. Would you do it? Shall I do it? Should we go? I'm going to turn out merry as fuck. And what am I going to talk about? When did she ask me that? Haha, are you free tonight like midnight? Yes, I am. That's the kind of question every man wants to hear. Midnight on New Year's Day. Are we going raving, cuzzy? Oh, we got another match? Why is it that always the Asian girls? What's this all about? That's a bit young, cuzzy. 25, I can't be doing that. What about this one? Are we meeting her? Definitely we meeting her. Come on, girl. What should I say? Right. How many episodes of a series is it acceptable to watch in one sitting? What should I reply to that? Got any other matches? Oh, we got another one. Lord of mercy. What about this one? Are we doing it? Is it a yes? It's not that bad, cuzzy. That's all right. To be honest, though, I hardly ever meet up with anyone from a dating app. They have to be fucking extraordinary. Because I just much prefer going out to a place that I like when the people who go there, I'm going to have something in common. And I just... When you meet up with someone from a dating site, it's like a fucking lottery, bro. Like, immediately the chemistry can be wrong. If you go out, you can just tell straight away. I just much prefer it. But I think I'm the anomaly. Most people meet girls through dating apps now, right? And it's something like 70% plus meet their partner. If anyone uses the word partner, they're secretly gay. But they meet their like other half through dating apps, right? I saw this funny video on Instagram. It was this, again, like blood and soil nationalist woman, Republican. And some interviewer asked her, what do you think of liberal men? Something like that. And she just basically said, all liberal men are closet gay. They're all gay. But she was so hot. The way she said it was so convincing, because to a man, when a hot girl says anything, we just want to fucking believe it. I found that really funny. Yeah, I think I replied to this girl too late. But I mean, it's 12 minutes before midnight. Where the fuck is she though? Let's find out where she is. Okay, Canadian. I quite like the profile. Any woke shit? Please no. Please no. I don't see any woke shit. From London, 11 miles away. That's good. Meeting at midnight. What the fuck are we going to do? Okay. She's Christian. That's good. I think that's has to be. They have to be Christian, or I'm just not interested. They have to be spiritual. I can't fucking date an atheist.
BrWR says, forgive Kathleen Kennedy. Slub69 says this year I hope the UK resets. Milkatima Kesting says, Brad one step at a time. Thirdisplee said Badger says never Brad grudges have their place too lol. Milkatima Kesting says she has to beg for forgiveness first. Roman King BC says this is house music right gentlemen. Thirdisplee said Badger says, I wear my sunglasses at night. Slub69 says I'm so sorry for sharing. Everything I said was true. Milkatima Kesting says, I can down 2 of those. I don't have a problem, you do, shut up. Milkatima Kesting says, no slubs, you're solid, it's a great way to start the year. Milkatima Kesting says, Lmayo, why ask us if you think a girl is fine, then she's fine. Roman King BC says, get at it Johnny, build you Johnny Junior army this New Year's. Thirdisplee said Badger says you never really know nowadays until you see someone in person. People are out of control with filters. Just be yourself, talk about whatever, if it's right it'll just flow, get out there kid. Slub69 says Jay, if I was single I'd do them all. Lim Shelsu says, hell yeah, cheeky swiping for the lads.
Hell yeah, cheeky swiping for the lads, cuzzy. Okay, you're not fit. You're not hot. No, like there's this one girl. I don't know, man. Like you just get such a fucking mad range as well. There's one girl, she's pretty hot. How old is she? 22. I mean, of course, every man wants like a hot young girl, but it's more like a sexual thing, right? Like 22-year-old. It's even if it was to work the relationship, it's gonna be fucked up because they obviously have some issues, right? They have some daddy issues, so they want this like older. I can't imagine that could ever be healthy. But then like some of the older chicks, the older chicks are just so much easier to talk to. There's less. It's just they've been through stuff that I feel there's like much more. Security. There's this one girl, I don't know, like she's fucking massive. She's so tall.
Zelen Omega says, yo, happy new year, Johnny and chat.
Big up, peace, and love. There's one girl, she's 52. I do like a MILF. And she's fucking massive, bruv. She's 6'2". And she doesn't have an ounce of fat on her. And she seems really nice. And she's South African, which must mean she's acist ray as fuck, which is good in my book. The more acist ray you are, the better. The more I like you, because it's just fucking funny as fuck. She looks
Katima
rich.
Kesting says, no, young women are overrated. What will you talk about? Elmo the ABCs?
Well, I just think like whatever age you are, if you're 22 or if you're like 62, if you're a good person,
Katima Kesting says,
and you
Amazon babe.
and you have a
Joe
chemistry.
88 says 52.
Oh, we have to talk about this, right? So, do you remember the game we were playing, Snatcher? You want to hear some crazy shit? So, the girl in that is 18 and it's sexualized. I have no problem with that at all.
Roman King BC says, South African girls are so hot, show us, bro.
I'll show you. So, I have no problem with the girl being 18 in it at all. She's just 18, but like, so fucking what? She's legal. And then, but obviously it's like it's a taboo because we have this like arbitrary threshold, but it kind of makes sense, right? You're 18 years old, you're an adult, you're very young, but you have to draw the line somewhere. You can't just make it amorphous. Obviously, when you go like much younger, it's obviously too young, but where do you draw the line? Okay, so when you're legal, I have no problem with it at all. And I like that in the game because it's like a bit taboo and funny. But do you know fucking what? In that game, she's not 18. She's 14 years old. So Hideo Kojima, this is like career-ending shit. But this is very Japanese. They love this shit, right? So she's 14 years old in the game. And the original game that's uncensored, you see a 14-year-old girl's ass and like side boob when she's in the shower. And they changed it for the Mega CD release. What the actual fuck? I still like it because it's funny and it's so fucking like, it's just so wrong, but it's hilarious. It's a game, right? It's not real, so it's funny, but it's fucked up, bro. Snatcher, that girl Katrina, she's actually 14 years old in the game, and they changed it for the Sega CD release. How fucked up, dude? We should put that shit on X. Let's cancel Hideo Kojima because it's a Japanese thing. When I first went to Japan, I had some mad conversations with like older Japanese guys who were talking about younger girls and stuff. And I can't talk about it on the stream because it's just too fucking severe. But it was kind of like not widespread, but just open, and you could find shit like that in Japan about 20 years ago or 30 years ago. But I think as it became now their main product, other than cars and some other things, is their culture. So loads of people started to come to Japan, and then they started to phase that shit out because they know that shit is wrong, like morally. But Japan has a history of that, right? It's in all the old games and stuff. And it's really interesting topic. Like people shy away from it because it's so controversial. But a lot of people with anime, there's a lot of like Lolita stuff. It's a whole genre, right? And it gets censored, and some people they get disgusted by it. They're like, it's media, it's entertainment, it's not real. And other people, of course, say like, this is fucking terrible, we should get rid of it. So Japan has a history of that stuff, and They're like obsessed with young women more than any other country. They have this thing in Japan. When a woman gets to the age of 25, they become what's known as Christmas cakes. I don't think so much anymore, but back in the day, that's what they used to call women, because, can you work it out? A Christmas cake after the 25th of December is useless until, right? So they would say women who are over 25 are useless because they're too old. So it's a thing in Japanese culture. Dude, Snatcher, 1988, text-based adventure game. One of the love interests that the protagonist is pursuing is 14 years old. Her dad was murdered, and then she's on her own, and the protagonist, who's a detective, goes to her house and starts hitting on her and tries to ask her out on a date. Then later in the game, finds her in the shower. You see like her 14-year-old ass and the side boob, like maybe like a little bit of nip. 14, fucking mental. And nobody talks about this with Hideo Kojima. If anyone who's like a prominent right-wing figure had that shit in their history, they would be fucking destroyed on X. But Hideo Kojima isn't. Fucking mental.
Thirdest Police Edbudger says Milky True. Joe88 says you're a gold digger. Slub69 says she's used to elephant dong son. Edward Johnston says is age of consent 16 in Japan.
I don't know.
Joe88 says LMFAO they love that SHT. Roman King BC says well, yeah, that kinda reminds me of my Tenchu Stealth Assassins game for the PS1.
That
the
game was
female
amazing.
assassin was originally supposed to be 16 years old.
Oh, really?
Milkatima Kesting says it's like Korean dog soup. Slub69 says that's Perv J. Joe88 says that's wild.
Like, we could look at it now if you want to see it. The fact that it's pixel art and it's old makes it more it's better for the stream because it's just like pixel art, right? But it's proper fucked up because also
WR says it's hilarious when racists Americans think they can handle a South African lol. That's a different breed of white people.
Bro.
They are running on pure survival racism versus Americans on recreational racism.
So what about this girl? Do you think it's worth a date? I think she's pretty fucking elegant. Look, and like, I mean, is it milf-tastic? So she's 52. Dude, look how I like a ripped girl. Look at that, proper fucking ripped. I mean, anyone can buy clothes, but to get a physical appearance like that naturally shows you're all about hard work. But she looks elegant. She looks quite elegant. She's fucking massive. There's another picture she sent me from New Year's Eve, but that was like, this is out there in the open, the dating profile, but I can't show that, but it looks pretty elegant. And again, it's just like the older women are so much more, less like of that nervous energy and just more comfortable with themselves. I kind of like that shit. But the thing is, at 52, they can't have kids, right? And I can't do that. We need the little mini Massacre.
Slub69 says she can pound you, son. Mark Hatfield and it says hey, she's my sister.
Even better. This doesn't smoke well. I feel it's just this particular cigar.
Edward Johnston says Johnny Jr. Roman King BC says she'll pop your eyes out, kids.
Do you think she's a racist? I fucking hope so. I want her to say some like shit that's so racist, it actually makes me feel like disgusted and uncomfortable. 6'2", active. Don't want kids. Oh, she has kids though.
Slub69 says bedtime. Love and peace. BrWR says yay, worth a smash.
My interests: swimming, running, concerts, coffee, cocktails. Let's go. She seems so nice as well. Like, I just get a really good vibe from talking to her.
Milkatima Kesting says take care, slubs. BrWR says peace, slubs, peace, sure.
Slavs, mate, good to talk to you, and go for it with your bro, man. Just open up and like, let's fix it for 2026, yeah? Okay. Right. I like the dopamine you get from your phone is gratifying, but it just doesn't feel good in the end. This shit is the devil. So bad. So 3 milligrams fucks me up. My friend, one of my best friends, he told me he takes 10 milligrams before he goes to sleep. I said, how often do you take it? And he said once every month. And I'm pretty similar. Like if maybe more, like once every couple of months I'll do it if I really need it. But fucking hell, I've had this eyelid spasm for the last like 4 weeks, and I swear to God it came from
Milkatima
melatonin.
Kesting says the dopamine from my phone has failed me. I've gone back to video games.
Do you know what? Video games is one of the most misunderstood, demonized things possible. It's a net good, because I'm all about net good. I know the things that are good for me: exercise, being sociable, God, and like community and things like that. Video games is in the fucking bracket. It's an amazing interactive art form. It's beautiful.
Edward Johnston says coffee will give you the eye spasms.
It's probably what it is. Like, how much coffee was I drinking? Probably a lot. It won't go away. It won't go away. Oh mate, the champers is we got a lot of champers left.
Bro
It's fucking
WR
dry as
says,
well.
oh that's that Walmart melatonin. That give you those night terrors.
I had a fucked up dream. Do you want to hear? Like, I had this dream that was so fucking severe. It's the worst dream I ever had, and it was so great. I love nightmares. I find them so. I just love having nightmares. There's nothing as intense as that shit. And I don't often have nightmares. Very, very rare. Just a couple of times a year. But I had this nightmare about my mum. And it was so fucking meaningful and so deep within my heart and my being. I had to just go to talk to her about it immediately afterwards. And something triggered it. And it just blew me away. And ChatGPT is amazing. I put it in there and it instantly worked out what it was. And of course, I'm not going to believe whatever it says. But it was right. And it helped me organize what it was. I just went to my mum after. I was like crying in her arms, just like crying. It's so nice. Just let it all come out. It's a lot when you're away from your family for a year and you come back, and it just, instead of by degrees dealing with things, it's just head on, like all these things you've been thinking over the years. And this dream, it was life changing. Like this dream made me realize there's a lot of things. And yeah, but it was fucking intense. It was really intense. And I thought it was about my mum, but actually it wasn't. It was about me.
GD says Walmart will give you night terrors while awake, bro WR.
What is it with Walmart? You know, the owner of Walmart is a girl. Like all the billionaire women inherited their wealth because women don't have the same drive as men. And one of the richest women
Roman
is the
King
Walmart
BC
heiress.
says is taking a hit of acid relatively safe, Johnny. I've heard rumors that you can risk getting stuck into a perma trip.
I've never taken it. I would never take that shit. There's no fucking way. I'm pretty sure, just from what I've heard, that mushrooms can have some beneficial properties if it's done in proper moderation and light doses.
Milkatima Kesting says, Walmart is a giant night terror. Edward Johnston says, what was the dream?
So the dream was, my mother passed away. And it's so emotional. Like, she passed away, and I knew that she was dead. And even though I knew she was dead and she couldn't hear me, I started crying out, Mom, Mom. And I was like, Mom, it's like screaming it. I don't know why I said that when she couldn't hear me. And the only this is so deep. So the only thing I was thinking was, my mother died in distress because, not of herself, and this tells you how fucking amazing and just perfect my mother is. She wasn't distressed because of her own suffering and the fact that she was going to die and she wasn't going to be in this world anymore. She was distressed because she knows how much I love her and that I was going to be without her, and it hurt her to know that the one person in this world who truly loves me is gone and I'm going to have to live without her. And that was
Roman
like
King
the worst
BC
feeling.
says, so sorry, Johnny. Prayers
No.
to you, bro.
No, I mean, this is one of the most important dreams I ever had, because it comes, that's truth, you know. But what I worked out, it wasn't a fear of my mother dying. It was a fear of the one place in this world where I do have unconditional love. The only place, it's this place with my mother. The one place I have conditional
Milkatima
love.
Casting says, I love nightmares, haha, nothing like them. So anyway, my mum died. Lim Shelsu says, get you a girl that splits firewood by moonlight.
It's the one place in the world where I feel safe and feel comfortable, and where there's unconditional love. And the dream was my fear of losing that one place. So it's more about me than my mother, because there's no other place where I will truly get unconditional love. Like, my mother would do anything for me. So as you get older and your parents' mortality becomes more real, if you will, these thoughts kind of start welling up. So I said, it must have sounded ridiculous to my mum when I was saying this in her arms, but I said, listen, if when you go one day, the one thing I want is, if you're conscious of the fact that your time is nearly up, I do not want you to feel any, like, even a molecule of distress that I'm going to be without you. I don't want that. I want you to feel your son is always going to be happy that he was privileged enough to, like, have had you there, and it's a positive thing. That's all I said to her. It's like, that's the one thing I want. So fucking deep. And it's mad how, like, it will well up through the dream. Like, if I hadn't had that dream, it came from deep within my subconscious. It's fucking fascinating, and I'm so happy I had it. So it forced me in a way to have that, it's not confrontation, but have that dialogue with my mother, and I feel so much better after that. So this is some, like, fucking root level Freudian shit occurring, but I'm happy I had it, and I'm really happy I could have that conversation. I just feel that was necessary. That's
Roman
fucking
King
intense.
BC says, bless you, Johnny, you're a good son.
Thank you. I don't know about that, but there's worse out there. So that was a beautiful moment. It was really good.
Edward Johnston says, thanks for sharing, Johnny, loved that story.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that. Yeah, it's hard to say. I feel a bit tearful, obviously. That's, like, pretty fucking, like, deep-rooted shit, but... And I was actually shouting, Mum. I woke up and I was like, Mum. I was, like, shouting it. It's fucking mental. And it's absolutely insane. Crazy shit. But, yeah, Mum. Perfect mother. What can I say? And, there's a lot of mothers out there who are just trash. Like, they don't really care about their kids, or... Yeah, my mother would just do absolutely anything for me. And that means so much. It means so much. And nobody else would do what my mother does for me. So I'm so lucky to have that. I've met quite a few people in their life who they have a really, well, the parents are just abusive, or they're just shitty. They're shitty parents, and nobody's perfect. Like, you peel back the layers of the onion. I regularly meet people who just have insane shit going on in their personal life all the time. It's so common. It's just not uncommon to hear stories about people who all their
Krista
life...
Campbell says, would you ever try something like ayahuasca? Apparently cleans out your insides as well.
What the hell is that, dude? That's some New Zealand shit. New Zealand shit. My phone is calling me. Mate, the babes disappeared. I was too late. I was hanging with you lot. Mate, could a man hope for a better message? Ha ha. Are you free tonight, like midnight? She must have sent that like 3 hours ago. It's too late, cuzzy. Oh shit. I don't care. I don't need her.
Edward Johnston says she was watching the show. Edward Johnston says, how's Arsenal?
Wankworthy, bro. It's so good. We're the shit. Let's talk about Arsenal. Edward, come on. You fucking tell me what you know. Edward, do you know what, bruv? I actually think if I can get the money together, I'll come back to the UK in August. Because I wanted to smash the raves a bit harder, but I had to do the surgery. I think I might even just fucking, like, it's risky as fuck, but I might dip into the fucking minuscule savings I have and just buy a ticket and lock myself in for the summer.
Christopher Campbell says no. Native American or maybe South America. Supposed to be administered as a religious thing. Comes up quite often on Joe Rogan.
That has another name, doesn't it? Like Conor McGregor did that recently. Wait, is it called... Ibogaine. Is it Ibogaine? Are we talking Ibogaine, Cuzzy Wuzzy? Bro. Ah, man. I had a fucking good time last night. I had a really fucking good time. Even with like a below average crowd and an average DJ who's just an old man. He's just a tired old man playing shit he's nostalgic for. I actually respected him a lot because he didn't give a fuck about the crowd. He just played what he wanted. In spite of all of that, had a fucking wicked time.
WR says, you're talking about DMT.
That's something different. Ibogaine's not DMT though, but it must be adjacent to that shit. I fucking like Conor McGregor is such a he's just a loser.
Edward Johnston says the summer of Arsenal is coming.
He's a loser addict, is Conor McGregor. He really fucking is. His business is alcohol and cigars. His business, his livelihood, like that's his world. He can never extricate himself from the destructive influence of alcohol and tobacco. If he does extricate himself from that, he's going to have no livelihood anymore. And he's constantly smoking weed every fucking week. And he's constantly boozing every other week. And he's obviously smashing cocaine, which is the most pathetic part of it for a long time. And it hurts because he was such a fucking hero for me, man. You know, he's articulate, he's charming, he's tough. He does what he says he's going to do. And he had a humility to him, which comes through fighting. You get humbled all the way up to the top. And it just fucking, I don't know what happened. Like money melted his brain. And he came out and this is what I hate the most from addicts is when they say, I'm better now. I've fixed myself. He did Ibogaine, some like hallucinogenic drug. And he said, I saw my death and blah, blah, blah. And now I'm fixed and now I'm better. The next fucking week, he's smoking a spliff with Mike Tyson. Don't give me the shit like it's just a spliff. You're better and you're fixed because you didn't work hard on it.
Edward
you didn't
Johnston
invest
says he plays
in
Home
it,
Alone on NES.
and you didn't make the necessary difficult life changes to improve your life. You've licked a fucking toad or something in some like South American shithole, and you're better, and then you're smoking some weed with Mike Tyson. Shut the fuck up, bro. I'm tired of this. I fucking hate addicts, man. I fucking hate them. Fucking hate him. It's just tired of like the this. It's the this. I don't give a fuck what you're gonna say. What are you fucking doing, mate? What are you doing? Every fucking week I see that guy
I
smash.
don't judge. Getting punched in the face for a living is probably stressful.
I
Tyson
know.
did it too.
That's a very mature comment. And like, let's be real. If we had the same upbringing as McGregor, and we had the same fucking access to money and all that shit, we'd all be doing the same thing. Let's be honest. Very mature comment. But it hurts because he was a hero, and it hurts also because, well, it's projection, you know, like any negative, or maybe that came across as resentful. I don't resent him, but I feel like, well, maybe I feel a bit of resentment when I see that, and maybe it's a projection of my own experiences and my experiences and relationships with addicts, and I've known a few, and also my own behavior.
Oh, in that sense, I hate addicts too. I had a couple fuck me over.
But no, I'm not an addict. I'm a dopamine addict, and I drink. The one drug I abuse is coffee, like especially
Roman
this
King
year.
BC says, Connor's liver is getting its ash pushed in, bro.
But I'm not an addict. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not a drug addict, and I just don't have time for people like that, man. I don't have time. Like if I sense someone even has a small problem with something, they will not be.
Edward
remotely
Johnston
close
says,
to me.
yeah, imagine achieving your dream could turn into maybe the worst thing that could happen to you.
But then again, to be fair to Conor McGregor, it happens to nearly everybody. But can you imagine what it'd be like? You've got like hundreds of millions of fucking pounds, but you have to maintain that lifestyle. That means you have to maintain this performance. But he tried to maintain it not with fighting, which is the thing that made him famous and gave him the respect, but with business and stuff. And it just became this like relentless pursuit of something that has no meaning at all, like money. It's just money, money, money. And it feels very material. I just loved his ascendancy, man. I loved what he was doing. You'll never see anything like that again. I hope he sorts his shit out, man. I really fucking hope he does. But seeing him smoke a fucking spliff after he says he's been found and he's fixed, is, mate, give me a fucking break. You are an addict and you're smoking weed. And then the interesting thing is with Mike Tyson, he smokes a lot of weed, and he says it helps him, and you know, maybe it does. But I feel like Mike Tyson is an addict. I think that defines him, because that's what ultimately defined his career, was what won in the end was addiction. That's the thing. Where did it lead to? It was an ascendancy, but
Chris the Campbell says, if I had hundreds of millions, I wouldn't find it necessary to get punched in the head anymore.
That's very true as well. It's very true. I feel that, I don't fucking know, but I fucking loved him. I loved him. And now it's just painful to see. He's going to fight. He's going to fight on America's 250th anniversary on the White House lawn. Mate, we got so much champers left. Look at this. It's too much. Mate, could that have been more perfect? Totally intentional. Oh, mate, it's such a fucking addict thing to say. This took the edge off, but it fucking did. It really did. Man, I can't wait to fucking smash the gym tomorrow. I'm going to absorb every ounce of pain like Pac-Man eating a bunch of dots, cuzzy. Cannot wait.
Roman King BC says, Mike's constantly on the edge of exploding in a blind fit of rage. Perhaps what he's smoking is keeping him leveled.
Maybe it is. I feel like caffeine kind of doesn't keep me level, but it gives me the dopamine hit I need. It feels like it's not myself, but I find it easier to be myself when I get that like dopamine hit from caffeine. I'm ready to fucking go. I mean, you've seen a lot of the streams this year when I neck a coffee. Too much coffee. Oh shit, we're running out of this. Oh, I get a bit scatty. But one like coffee, I'm ready to fucking go, cuzzy. So maybe that's how he regulates, like you say. Just because it doesn't, I just never really like weed that much. Of course, I've done it, it's been fun, but it's not my thing. But just because it's not for me, it certainly doesn't mean it's not for someone else. But look at Dr. Dre, cuzzy. He fucking, that's part of everything he achieved. I've got to say, I do fucking love Dr. Dre. Like the world that he created. I don't know what California's doing now, but he really put California on the map culturally for the modern era with what he did. Must be an amazing place, California. Must be amazing. So here's the thing, you lot. So I'm going to apply for my permanent visa in Japan in February, and if I get that, and I think I probably will, I'll leave Japan pretty much immediately. I kind of I tried to make some passive income in Japan, like start a little side business, and it could turn into like a regular thing, and it could turn into a regular thing maybe. So I keep that ticking along, and then I'll just leave. And
Lin Shalsu says get money, buy land, build your bride a homestead. This is the proper use of wealth. Roman King BC says, I have an adverse reaction towards it. I never touch the stuff. I feel like I'm on death's door after smoking it. Milkatima Kesting says, California is really neat and also basically hell.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up as far as I can see.
Roman King BC says, W passive income.
Yeah, but so I think I'll leave and then come back to London. But I think I'm going to go to America as soon as possible. Honest to God. So I think I'm going to buy a ticket for London in August, and I do some business consultancy for this Japanese guy who lives in LA, and he's been pretty fucking good to me, to be fair. And the balance is, he's given me more than I've given him, but I've given him something priceless, and I've given him something priceless, and it's something for his business that will absolutely increase the bottom line for the foreseeable future. So he's very appreciative, and if I ask him, I said, look mate, I want to come out to America, just hook me up with a visa and I'll work for him, but I'll literally be working in a fucking restaurant. I don't give a fuck what I'm doing, as long as I can get like a visa, I'm happy to do it. And I respect this guy a lot. There's like a slight friction in our personality because I hate authority, and there's a few times he was like very snappy with me, but
Roman King BC says, I just realized I said I over and over. Someone smack me whenever that happens.
Once I got over my pride, I understand why he's like that, because he's wealthy, he's made a lot of money, he's an entrepreneur, and he didn't get that way by being a pussy and being distracted by other people's trajectory or whatever they're doing. He's got his fucking way, and he's stressed and he's busy, and when it comes down to it, he knows how to make money. He's wealthy, so I can understand why he behaves that way. So it's okay, and I respect him. So I could work for him, and I feel like if I really asked him and said, mate, I want to come to America, hook me up.
Milkatima Kesting says, oh no Roman, I do that too, forgive yourself Lmao.
If he hooked me up with a visa for America, I'm coming. So that's on the table, and I think now is the time to go. And I'm pretty sure that's where I know that America is the place for me because of your constitution. Even people who are a little like quite left wing, I think you gotta respect the fucking the Bill of
Roman
Rights.
King BC says he seems like an okay fella. Johnny, aside from the occasional snap action, speaks louder.
No, it's 100%. So yeah, that would be a way to get in, because we've had some very, very altruistic people who pass through this channel, but no one will offer like a visa or any work, understandably so. It's probably the most difficult thing to engineer, so I'd probably do that. And the other thing is, if I do get a ticket to come back to London in August, part of the reason for that is August is so humid in Japan. It's fucking horrible. Always want to get out of there during August. It's the worst part about living in Japan. He said to me he'll get me a flight to America, and he was going to buy me one, and he entered me into the marathon, but I got injured training for that. He brings it out regularly. He's like, look, I'll hook you up. So it could be the case that in August I come back to London, and then if he gets me a flight to LA, I'm fucking going. One of my best friends, he goes to Burning Man every year. Could do that, but the thing is, you need a lot of money to go to Burning Man. He said Burning Man is wicked. He said there's a fucking orgy tent. It sounds insane. Sounds like some hippie madness. So, yeah, that would be dreamland. Is like, go back to London. If he pays for the flight, I'll probably go out, even if I don't go to Burning Man, but it'd be silly not to if my mate's going. Just desperately try to save up the money. That would dip my toe into America, see what it's all about.
Milkatima Kestings says if we had the ability, we would do, but not a lot of people just own a business and can afford to sponsor a visa.
Death Claudietta, I'm looking at you, Cuzzy. But yeah, I'm sure that's like beyond. Where's Spaceman, Gary Saunders? This cigar, Churchill, 11 a day for like decades. How the fuck? This guy was at an absolute... What? There's no word. He was a Churchill.
Roman King BC says Burning Man is absolutely insane. The tales I've heard of that place are far out. Milkatima Kestings says don't go to Burning Man, a bunch of Silicon Valley types who want to feel deep once a year.
I like Silicon Valley types though. In spite of everything, if we don't talk about fucking Trump, it's all good, bro. I have a good conversation with that lot. They built a lot of amazing shit, but I don't know what the fuck why it's that place, but they built the world's modern infrastructure. I'm a fucking chameleon, dude. I love middle class shit. I like posh things and fancy food and all that fucking bollocks. I like dirty shit. I like fucking like gritty raves and like...
Milkatima Kestings says they are the worst humans though.
Nah, come on, mate. That's a bit judgmental. They're not the worst. There's worse. Well, no, actually, they are basically destroying like the only good thing in the world, but I don't hate him. Don't hate him. I think there's a lot of people on a level in Cali. There must be. I mean, we got Pap and Yellow on the stream, right? He's a fucking legend, and he's behind enemy lines in California. Honestly, right, without being fucking conspiratorial, if you took out all the fraud in California, how close do you think the municipal elections would be?
Roman King BC says if you manage to get a business connection through a liberal technocrat, then take the once-in-a-lifetime chance.
I'm coming, Cuzzy Wuzzy.
Side chat.
I actually think, like, I've either got no CV because all I've done for the last 15 years is play video games, or I have a fucking amazing CV because I've literally made 1,000 videos and scripted 1,000 podcasts on the kind of deep political, just deep political issues, and made like 1,000 fucking thumbnails, and have made a few like solid viral videos. I think
Milkatima Kestings says LMAO, you didn't live around them. They legit pretend to have feelings so that people around them think they are good people, and that boosts their ego. Bro WR says Burning Man is kinda gross, lol.
I won't hear it. I'm convinced. Like I like people from California. I like them. I meet them all the time in Japan. They're easy to get on with, friendly. I like them. It's just. There's a lot of brainwashing, man. A lot of, especially.
Edward Johnston says you also best radden with 8 scatter-tree fragments.
Edward, you come with the best. Mate, fucking murked him. Pre-nerf consort redone, cuzzy. It was so difficult. Do you remember? I can't believe they nerfed him. It was the perfect boss. I felt like this was the perfectly refined FromSoft boss, but actually, with hindsight, it wasn't because they nerfed him. But they shouldn't have done that. I had to tweak every fucking, was it relic or artifact and weapon, and just try to work out the extra 2 or 3% you needed to get over the line. Even like Moonveil, the katana in Elden Ring, is supposed to be top tier. That was not the one for Radahn. It was the fucking candy floss, cuzzy.
Lim Shelsu says ask furry artists who their #1 clients are.
Fuck them. Bruv, I need another donut. Mate, where's Best Girl? Where are you? Mate, I could be smashing. I'm not going to say the name. Baby. Mate, she was free at midnight. What the fuck?
Milkatima Kestings says, I have to have a Christian wife, but also Burning Man sounds legit. Let's do that. Humans continue to consist of multitudes, I guess. Lmao. Lim Shulsu says, I don't think you understand the non-Englishness of Silicon Valley. Roman King BC says, as long as their checks clear milky. Imagine trying to kindle a fire on wet wood. You won't manage to change their mindset, just take advantage of the situation to further yourself.
Stop whining. Mate, I'm in love with you, mate. Now I'm getting drunk. I need this in my life. Come on, baby, baby. Mate, Asian women are so fucking... They're just so pretty. I know this girl's going to be banging because she's Canadian. So, like, she's going to have that nice accent and be westernized, but got the Asian DNA.
Chris the Campbell says, are you sure it wasn't really an Eritrean with a knife who was free at midnight? Milkatima
So
Keston
racist.
says, nope, that's dishonest and gay.
What? How dare you? Speaking of gay, today is the gay night. It's one of the best fucking nights. It's called Unfold. And it's basically a space. I know that has like a fucking connotation, safe space, but it basically is like there's no BS. There's no fucking like, there's none of that fucking just horrible drunken men groping women when, you know, it's just like everyone's really friendly. It's lashing techno. For some reason, gay dudes, they want, it always turns into a drug dungeon, and it's the harshest music ever. It's just like lashing techno all night long. The only difficult thing about it is there's quite often men like making out in front of you, and to even say that and say, well, like, I want to see some hot women around me. When you see these two hairy, sweaty guys like making out, it's like, fuck, man. I want to be near some girls. So you're always moving around the rave, like trying to find some girls. And that, you know, that's a typical...
WR says, Johnny is one Illuminati recruiter away from selling his soul.
And then it's kind of a fucked up thing, right? Because this is their event. It's a place where they can just do what they want without being judged or whatever. But then it's like the straight guy will come in like, stop making out in front of me, or where are the girls at? I feel that's very British, right, as well, right? It's just we want to conquer everything, and everything has to be to our way. But it's a fucking good night. I actually cannot believe I went to that last year after New Year's Eve. That was absolutely insane. I could have done it this year, but like I said before, you have to queue for it, and it's a fucking 6-hour queue unless you get there at fucking 12:30 p.m. That's going on right now.
Milkatima Kesting says, and that's not very cash money, Brad Lmao.
I met this gay guy there last year, and I realised how gay people ask you if you're gay. He said it in the best way. He goes, are you part of the community? And I was like, that doesn't really put too much pressure on me. I said, I'm not part of the community. I can't remember what I fucking said, but I just said I'm not part of the community, but I probably said something really corny and something like, I don't know, I probably said something like, but I'm happy to experience it. I wanted to say something that felt like I'm not just here to try to shag the women with their guard down because they go to a gay night. But he's definitely there now, and he's probably raving the fuck up. Like, I always watch his Instagram feed because he goes to every gay night at this club, and he'll drop some tune IDs and stuff. Yeah, he's got a story. I bet you he's there. Bro, he said, see you at the dance, and there's this like leather chaps and shit. He's in there. Listen. This is what I needed last night. He's like, he definitely takes my delightful, massive assets. He takes it. I know he does. He's fucked. He went back home quite early, actually. I sent him a message. I'd be like, love you, bro. I was there last night. But I couldn't make it. I couldn't face the queue. What time did you start queuing? I'm going out 15th and 16th of this month, if you're about, and maybe all caps, Friday or Saturday night this weekend. Keep me in the loop, G. Fire emoji, hell yeah. Boom. Ah, that's sweet. He looks well happy. 6 hours ago, this would be at 6 p.m. Unfold, which is the night, has now reached maximum capacity with entrance moving to 1 in, 1 out. The door has not closed entirely. Guests will continue to enter when capacity allows. Oh, he likes it immediately. Had some surgery 2 weeks ago. Kept me out of raving. I do fucking love London, man. Because once you get, it's all about raving. Like, once you get in the rave, it's like all this bullshit disappears. Like, we all like this music. It's important. How often do you get to feel like we all like this and nothing else matters? We have something in common. Football and raving. England's amazing, cuzzy. All right. What's he saying? He's definitely got fucked last night at Fold. Ha ha. You took the mantle. Wicked. He's all loved up and shit. So we got there at 2:15 and was in my 4:15. I knew it. Thanks for the info. Useful for the future. I felt you'd have to arrive at 12:30 to guarantee easy entry and a stamp. I do wonder if you leave how long you'd have to wait at the VIP queue to re-enter
sugar is your drug L.
later. He's going back at 8 a.m. No way. Legend. Awesome. Shall I go back tomorrow at 8 a.m. and go rave with this gay dude? Let's go. Let's get fucked up. Wait, what a mad person. He went there. Wait, think about this, right? It's midnight tonight. This guy went there at 2:15 p.m., got in at 4:15 p.m., got fucked up, left maybe after a couple of hours, like 7 p.m. Now it's midnight and he's going to sleep and he's going to go back at 8 a.m. to get fucked up until 2 p.m. finish. What a fucking mad lad. This is why I love London. Right, this is what's going on right now. This is what I needed last night and didn't get it.
No Katina Testing says howdy Macabre.
Hey Macabre, beast mode. Macabre.
Welcome to Relief Society.
Happy New Year, my friend. How are you? Why are you not on text to speech?
Bradublia says, same to you.
Legend. Mate, the sugar addiction is taking hold. I want another donut. Excuse me. Bro, I'm getting a headache. I just need more water after last night. Oh my lord. Bro, I have enough chemistry material. I have way too much chemistry material. Like, it could last me. I don't know how long it could last. Last night, I probably consumed.
Edward Johnston says glazed.
Fuck, I'm so fucked up. Last night I think I consumed. I know how much I consumed. So I consumed.
Edward Johnston says need more champers. Milkatima Kestings says if you have another donut now you won't have one later.
Last night I consumed.
Bradublia says, cutting you off you can't handle sugar. Burning Man to gay club. Lol.
Don't judge me.
Chris the Campbell says, I ate some chocolate over Christmas for the first time in almost a year. Still feeling the niggling urge to have a bit more.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, like, it's you have a little bit and it doesn't leave you for months. Like, the nag is there.
Roman King BC says that microphone taking one for the team when Johnny types.
Sorry about that. It's a design flaw in this Mac. So like when I put my finger over where the mic is, it goes. It's so bad. That like destroyed the Snatcher stream nearly. What's it called when you have a number out of a number? What's that, like 1 out of 10? It's a what? It's not a ratio. It's a. Okay, now I know what it is. So, of the chemistry material that I have, I've only done a 10th. Not even a 10th. I have like 90% more. I could never even get through it.
Chris the Campbell says fraction.
There'll be I was thinking I could do it this weekend, but I'm not going to. I just need to recover. Apparently it's like flushing a toilet. Like you just basically dump out all of the dopamine and serotonin, but especially the serotonin. You just can't. After the first roll, even the first one dosage, you can't dump out any more serotonin. You can dump out more dopamine when you redose, but it's not as good as the first time. So it doesn't really make sense.
Decepticon.
But then it still feels fucking good. But yeah, no, this weekend's not the time at all. I'm gonna wait a couple of weeks. And I'm gonna fucking have it, cuzzy. There's so much of this I can't finish. Bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum. Churchill, you're disgusting, man. How the fuck did you smoke 11 of these a day for like 30 years? And a bottle of this every day. Churchill was a fucking mess, bruv. He was a fucking... What? He was... Mate, the guy who led England through World War II, a bottle a day, not 5, not 10, 11 of this fucking like of this. What a fucking mad country. Bruv, this is too much champers. I'm getting fucked up now. Oh, fuck.
Edward Johnston says he'd be puffing on it when he woke up to when he went to bed.
You know, right? He was like, he did it in bed. Like he'd have the covers over. He'd sit up in bed and fucking like just start drinking champers in bed. And 11. Dude, one of these, I had the same size at Churchill from Davidoff. It's a few streams ago. The next day, I still felt fucked up after having one. He had. Imagine having 2. It actually put you over the edge. 11. Wake up, light it up, smash the fucking champers, get to governing England, get to winning World War II. But then maybe in a fucked up way, like you could see how the champers and cigars would take you over the line in World War II. Like you can't be sober during that, cuz you need a bit of champs, take the edge off, and you get a bit of that false confidence. All right, let's fucking smash those German cunts, innit? Austria Pater. What happened to Mecha Hitler? That was a thing for a while, right, on X. Let's see what he's saying. I think it's pretty quick, the re-entry queue. Good to know. Good to know. Sleep well, my G. Defo hope to link before I go back to Japan on the 19th. Big up, big up. It's a stick up, stick up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Bruh.
Chris the Campbell says check out the Hard Archive song Me Mum. I wanna see what you think of it.
What's that? I'm actually fucked. I'm tired. I'm wired. My central nervous system is it's at like 87%, and this will not end. It's not the best. It's not the best. And got glass of champers, bruv. And we still got some dregs. Look how much we got. You can't see it.
Robin King BC says vertical stream Johnny had no idea.
I got a fucking headache, and it's from the cigar. Tobacco fucks me up. Yeah, I think I've had enough.
Edward Johnston says what did we get in 2025? The Pfeffermeister, the skateboarding to sushi but not getting it, Tokyo Game Show soldering.
What do you mean not getting it? Oh, I see. Yeah, what did I give you in 2025? Mate, I gave you Dark Souls 3. I gave you a fucking adventure in Dark Souls 3. I gave you the skateboarding for no sushi. I gave you near-death experience from keto and overtraining and dieting. I gave you Tokyo Game Show. I gave you... There was some retro goodness, wasn't there? I'm pretty sure there was. I need to give you more. I think when I get back, I'm going to bring DJ Sumirock over, and we're just going to do a fucking live stream. I'm going to get fucking hammered with DJ Sumirock, and we're going to smoke a cigar together. But I said this before, but if she passes away...
Edward Johnston says mango addiction.
Oh, that was basically what I gave you. Was like, it's that mango and yogurt. That seems so far
Edward
away.
Johnston says, Dino Crisis. Bradwr says, we're all trauma bonded.
We are. Do you know what? Like, I talked about the year in review in the last stream, right? And I named all the games we did, but there's 2 games I forgot to talk about. And now is the time, since the Edward Johnstone is here. 2 games I didn't mention and what we did in 2025. Dino Crisis, which was fucking hell on earth, but I feel happy to do it. That proved to me once and for all, I'm fucking intelligent. And I have a 10,000 plus big brain IQ. That you cannot finish that game without a guide unless you're as smart as I am. And we did that, and the game was fucking shit. And Edward Johnstone, listen, cuzzy, you fucking know me, bruv. I love it. Edward Johnstone, I don't mean to fucking take sides and shit. He's up there, bruv. Massacre mates, top 5 for sure. So there's a few people I'll listen to, and I'll basically do what they recommend. I'll just do it default until their recommendations become like ridiculously bad. And so I just played the game, but fuck, that was bad. But that was fun. I like playing janky games, and it had a lot of puzzles. I do like a good puzzle. And the other game I did not mention in what we did for 2025, and it was probably the most memorable game.
Milkatima Kesting says Trauma Brothers for life.
Bro, there's no trauma on this fucking channel. This is only positive shit, really. I mean, it's political, which is super negative, but it's not a trauma, bruv. It's not trauma. Man, I've got a massive headache. Oh, God, I need to drink some water.
Bro WR says, the Ajay conundrum.
We talked too much about that. The game I didn't mention. Tell me what it is. Tell me what the game is. Tell me what the game is for this year. Because I fucking know what it is, bruv. If you need a hint, I've got some water right here. You need a hint, bruv. Actually, look, we got this.
Edward Johnston says Blue Stinger.
Hell yeah. Look, here's the hint, cuzzy. You want the fucking hint? I'll give you a fucking hint. Hell yeah. Tighten that shit. We tucked, bruv. Tucked. Yeah, Blue Stinger. A game where the main character, he tucks his t-shirt so tightly into his jeans. It's basically I don't know, it blew my world apart. The way the character tucks his t-shirt into his jeans is so perfect. There's not a crease on his t-shirt. It's almost, it could become an Olympic sport. There's levels to tucking. There's levels to tucking. It's not just, feed that t-shirt into your jeans. There's pride.
Edward Johnston
and there's
says should have
technique.
cosplayed as Elliot at the raves to get all the ladies.
Bruv, listen, if you go to a rave and you're like this, you're tucked in, like real. You see the creases, right? Elliot in Blue Stinger, he's like this.
Bro WR says, did you steal the airplane seat belt?
You see that shit? This, right? He's tucked like even better than this. It's real fucking smooth all the time. Like wherever that motherfucker moves, it's perfectly tucked. This game, perfectly tucked t-shirt. He fucking goes through the ringer. He fights monsters, aliens. He never gets a crease on his t-shirt. It's perfectly tucked the whole way through the game. This game was brilliant.
Edward Johnston says with a Sega blue shirt and jeans lol.
Sega blue shirt and jeans. And the Christmas music. Okay, let's play this fucking music. We're going to do it. Taking you back, Cuzzy. It's still within the 12 days of Christmas. Right? This thing, Christmas music. I don't know why this game was so fucking compelling. Yeah, Cuzzy.
Bro WR says, honestly chicks will dig it. Edward
It's so
Johnston
good.
says didn't he dress up as Santa or something and then had a bath?
That was Dogs. That was the other character who dressed up as Santa. Because he was too fat, like the regular suit wouldn't fit him. We shouldn't play this because it's a proper fucking like earworm. I don't think this is the actual song. I feel this is like a. I feel like this isn't the actual song. No, it is the song. I don't remember it being this kind of grandiose. Was this it? Yeah, it was. Da, 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 da. It feels different, this version. It feels more. I don't know. Da, da, da. It's so good, man. Mate, no one can talk shit on video games. It's like you get the music. It's like it's a movie, but you're inside it. To use your brain. You cannot cuss video games. Give it to me. Give it. Give it. Give it. They should have played this shit last night. The room would have gone off, bro. Everyone be like this. Hand in some shit. It's a great song. This bit, very whimsical.
Edward Johnston says, Dino Crisis without a guide is actually nuts.
Right? Thank you. Big brain. I gave it everything, man. Edward, you're such a bastard for recommending that game. Mate, this fucking tune. That's the... So... I forgot to mention GT5. This is quite cool. Right, last bit of shams. I'm nicely buzzed now. This is good. Boom. Happy New Year, everybody. Do you know what we could do? Do you know what we could do? We could do a chemistry experiment, but I think that would be extremely ill-advised on a stream. It would actually be very fun, but no, I don't think so. No, we ain't doing that. No, we're definitely not doing that. Can you imagine how fucking mad that would be on a stream? I might actually die. Like, I'm not doing that. What is this? This is Gran Turismo 5. It's just recommended by YouTube. But yeah, so Blue Stinger was actually, it was one of the best streams I ever did. And it was weird because it was brilliant.
BrWR says, I love when a developer is so confident in their creation they go and get a whole orchestra.
I love that when they have a sizable chunk of the budget for the music and then they make something completely original.
Edward Johnston says only if you play you'll bleed.
We could do it now. I mean, I'm a creature of the night and it's only 1 a.m. And so Blue Stinger was amazing, not just because it's just weird and Japanese and Dreamcast and Sega and just fucking a ridiculous game, to be frank. But because it was basically Edward Johnstone, the viewer, who's in the stream now, and Victoria, they create, I don't know, like just the things that they were saying made the stream so much fun and silly. Like everyone could see this game is ridiculous, and then we made our own little kind of in-jokes and stuff, like the main character tucking his t-shirt in, and it just became this
BrWR says, you know they fought hard to get that soundtrack budget.
You have to watch it to understand it, but it was just this joke about, like, I don't know, his tucked in t-shirt was a muse for everybody. He's got this perfect tucked blue t-shirt perfectly tucked into his jeans. He's running around fighting. What even is it? Like, what? It's an alien kind of like invader fighting all these aliens. It's like perfectly tucked in blue t-shirt into his jeans with that Christmas music. Are we playing Ill Bleed? Are we going there? Cuzzy? I think like after Polish Champers, I should be good for a while, right? Mate, I can't go out tomorrow. I cannot go out. I cannot go out. I cannot do it.
Edward Johnston says he was really fighting capitalism, lol.
What do you mean? Elliot was fighting capitalism in Blue Stinger. You fucking what? Bruv, how long is my nose gonna be red for? Like it might be red forever, because you can scar yourself from doing this surgery. It's fucking mad. Like after surgery, it's weird, like my nostrils like splayed outwards. Like look how wide that is. Like there's so much trauma from that laser. It's just fucking mad how, like it's basically on the cusp of like permanently not disfiguring but scarring you. Like look how red it is. It's more than 2 weeks after that, and it's swollen and red. It's fucking mental, absolutely crazy. It's more invasive than I realized. That was a mad thing to do. That was absolutely mental. Happy I did it though. Looking forward to the next 2 or 3 months when it kind of settles and see what it's like. But I already feel like even though it's swollen, it just feels like there's more integrity. Like before it was more chaos. Bravo, that's it. Boom, we're out, cuzzy. Happy New Year, everybody. No, that was perfect. We had a cup of coffee.
Ezina says, hey, my bro, hope all is well.
Ezina, cuzzy. Mate, Ezina, I was actually in Camden today at my dad's, and I thought, like, I'll send you a message and it'd be good to hang out, but I got fucked up last night. I basically took some Molly, and I just thought, nah, I can't bring this to Ezzy's house, innit? I need to go to the gym tomorrow and get my shit together before we hang out, but I did consider it because I wanted to do something after New Year's. Ezina, what's up, cuzzy? How you doing, bro? It's very quiet now. This is the thing I like about the suburbs of London. It's so quiet. You hear a fucking pin drop. It's so good. Where I'm at, literally, on the other side of the street, which is a narrow street, they're building a 38-story skyscraper every day, brrr, like rumbling and shit. Over here, it's fucking quiet, man. It's fucking quiet in this town. I love it here. It's great. Bro, I got all kinds of props. This is mental. This is the bedroom where I grew up. From the age, actually over there was my brother's bedroom, and we both slept in the same bedroom, which is really sweet. It's over there, but this became my bedroom. How mad is this? This is the bedroom I grew up in from the age of 1. 42, like my whole fucking life. Absolutely mad. It's so mad. Like my bed is against the wall. I'll show you. It's against the wall over there. So because of this, I like sleeping against the wall. Like I like having my elbow into that wall and my knee against the wall. So in Japan, I try to recreate that. I've got this little bit of furniture. It's like it's a drawer or something. And I put my little futon next to it so I can put my knee and elbow into it because it reminds me of that wall. It's really weird. It's just that every fucking day when I was a kid, sleep against that wall, kind of pressed into it, and it just feels comforting. But this fucking room, mate, I remember all through school, all through the raving years, just coming back to this tiny fucking room. It's one of the reasons why I can survive in Japan in a really small space, because this is a small room, so it feels comfortable, because this is when I was developing and growing up, it was in here, so I feel comfortable in a small space, and that's one of the reasons I can kind of live in Japan, because it's everything's smaller there. Do you know what I mean? There's things in here, man, there's so much show and tell I could do. There's just shit everywhere. I'm looking at books and things. I could do mad show and tell. Okay, let's do a show and tell.
Edward Johnston says, did you have a CRT in your room?
What's that? CRT? Critical race theory? Look at this, cuzzy. Look at that. That's a nice colour, isn't it? Oh, Lord of mercy. What the fuck does that mean? I think it's because it's not resting on a surface. Yeah. I like this. This is cool. Look at this. Like, I don't know who made this. The fuck is this? That was not me. Because that's not my... I think that's my brother. How cool is that? There's like cards in here and shit.
Ezina says you're welcome anytime. My bro, it's proper chill down mind games. Drinks and food can't go wrong. Lol.
Bro, what's on the menu, cuzzy? Yeah, there's so many things I can't show you. This, look at this shit in my room, man. Do you remember this? Like, this is some British shit. The recorder. The instrument that nobody fucking plays. It's funny. There's like tons of random things in here. Oh my lord, look at this. This is when I was 24. Different world, bruv. Look at that. 24 years old. Maybe 23? Woolworths. Oh my god, mate, this was when... Okay, I was 14 years old. This is when I was 14, I was becoming a man. Yeah, that was like 14 years old. That was when I basically was like going out, meeting girls, and like I started drinking and stuff. I had this little thing because I'm creative. Just draw it. Oh my mate, you want to see some mad fucking thing? You want to see some mad shit?
Mirror D80 says, Happy New Year all.
Happy New Year, Mirror. Phone numbers. There's like girls. This is when I was 13. Lydia got her number, May's number, Chrissy's number, Vanessa's number, Louise's number, Lorraine's number, Sarah's number, and little hearts and shit.
Milkatima Kesting says you draw like Chelsea lol.
Dad's is written here, mobile, and then like trusted friends. These are my best friends. Will, he was a bit of a cunt. My best friend Luke. Murph, like don't know him anymore. Zed,
Edward
Tom,
Johnston
Sam.
says call them now lol.
I saw Sam the other day. Had a wicked. Sam is like.
Ezina says Massacre Museum in full effect.
He's on the same wavelength politically. He actually likes he likes Nick Fuentes, who I don't like, but he loves him, and I'm like, but still that's cool because you know where he stands, isn't it? That silly shit, nicknames. I wrote nicknames for everyone because I don't know why I did that. For me, I wrote Fonzie as the nickname. How the fuck am I Fonzie? This is all just silly shit. It's like immature shit. Illuminate the scene. Brimful of Asher, I wrote. That was like a pop song. Okay. So this was a girl that I fancied, and I just drew her, and I put loads of emphasis on the tits.
Bro WR says, got your Rolodex?
Like, I remember this girl, I really fancied her. Like, how obsessive am I? I drew this girl that I fancied. How manga is that? You can see why I like Japan. Like, even from a young age, it was kind of manga. It's just so funny to see. Must get list. Okay, do you want to see what was on my must get list when I was 14 years old? leather trench coat, like proper fucking, that's like well sketchy, dyed hair, 4-leaf clover, like superstitious, 100 B&H, that's like 100 cigarettes, knuckle dusters, yellow sunglasses, fish knife, organizer, card holder, computer organizer, tattoo, old style watch, pack of cards, dice, fake tattoos, what the fuck is that? Gold wrist chain, right-handed, striped top. That was my must-get list at 14. Okay, so yeah, I got a to-die list. Like, these are people I wanted to fucking destroy. Mr. Britner, science, digits, trees, wind, blood, Mr. Flood, wimpy, death, pikeys, spiders, Satan, Rolanda, bankruptcy, pain,
Milkatima Kesting says, ah yes, the don't come to school tomorrow checklist.
drizzle, lime cordial, Keith Chegwin, police, Puerto Rico, sorry guys, Volkswagens, polos,
Edward Johnston says, time to make a must-get list for 2026.
fatigue, lice, Geordies, I've been racist since the beginning, Domino's Pizza, chopsticks, Coke, adverts, minefields, sweat, sea urchins, garlic, mate, well this is so wrong, dust, arguing, cobwebs, porridge, pedophiles, Mac 1,
Bra WR
fuck
says,
is that?
right lol.
Hypochondriacs, bitter, rainbows, zombies, spots, running, spikes, Turkish delight, statues, it's like mental illness, pigeons, mullets, exhaust pipes, the fuck, aliens, gravity, work. That was on my to-die list as a 14-year-old, or maybe 13. Favorite cigarettes. So this was different people. Me was Camel Lights. Chrissy was Camel Lights. Vanessa, Marlboro Lights. Louise, don't know. Zed, quit. May, quit. Sarah, B&H. Lorraine, Camel Lights. Lydia, Marlboro Lights.
Bra WR says, I'm not autistic.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Milkatima
autistic.
Kesting says, hey Puerto Rico, I own that. No touchy.
Birthday list once 1998. Music Run DMC versus Jason Nevins. It's like that. Oasis, Be Here Now. Corner Shop, Brimford. That was like into pop. Notorious B.I.G. That's cool. Birthday list. WCW versus NWO. Point Blank Game. Something. Vampire Savior. All Japan Pro Wrestling. Street Fighter Collection. Good taste. Birthday list closed. Black leather trench coat. I don't know why I fucking wanted this. Striped top. Yellow shades. What the fuck, dude? Boots. Gloves. Terrible. Okay, I drew Venom. Terrible. But I liked Venom as a kid.
Milkatima Kesting says, yucky camels, who raised you?
So Tally. So this was like the first girl I had sex with when I was 14 years old. Lydia 2. So I shagged her twice. And then I stopped updating it after that. Fucking hell, man. I remember that.
Edward Johnston says, young Johnny like the Matrix.
Yeah, I love Venom. I just liked him. Okay, what else was in here? I'm just drawing tits. Like, that was mine on the left. I just love tits. I've loved tits ever since I was old enough to love tits. That was my cousin who drew that, like a bit thicker. Like, mate, look at that. And it's way better than Picasso. I don't even think... Was that me? It's funny, this shit, dude. Okay, some existential shit.
Milkatima Kesting says, Lydia is always an aunt in America. Young women don't exist with the name Lydia. Bra WR says, she shagged the autism out of you. Mirror D80 says, I just ordered a chipped PS1, couldn't afford back in the day as a kid and modding was additional cost, now I can burn some games. Mirror D80 says, nice pics.
Ever since I was young, I was writing some weird science fiction narratives. Americans started island hopping campaign while Japan couldn't do anything. Japanese need a second attack if Midway needs to be mobilized. Error number 3. Some Japanese city replaced torpedoes with bombs for their plane. What the fuck? But enemies realized they were coming and were attacking. Nagano cast attack with bombs. They had to change. Only half of the planes... What does this even mean? But Japanese tried to fight.
Mark Hadfield and it says, Japan just had some earthquakes. Milkatima
Mate.
Kesting says, hell yeah PS1 let's go Legend of Dragoon alright.
The titties are getting bigger. Like the more I age. Like another Venom picture. I just loved Venom as a kid. I just fucking loved this character. I'm so shit at drawing, but I just loved him. But that came from the Japanese. Like the Japanese illustration really inspired me.
Edward Johnston says you wrote a script for a video game idea.
Will Smith. Something about Will Smith.
Milkatima Kesting says, oh no all the things on Johnny's walls.
Yeah, I don't know. Like just writing shit. When I come down in the morning, so it's already drum and bass. I liked at this point. It's talking about DJ Hype. Just like lots of stupid things I'm writing here.
Mirror D80s says Milkatima Kestings thanks for the recommendations, we'll give it a go for
Right.
sure.
This is the most 14-year-old thing to ever write.
BrWR says, what age did you want to go to Japan?
I'm quite young. Okay, this is what I wrote. Who was most responsible for Duncan's death? Hide valuables. Say they can have a wicked party plus sex as long as they don't destroy the carpet. So, like, this must have been inviting a bunch of girls over for a house
Milkatima
party.
Kesting says, just remember Mirror, talking makes you die.
This is insane. This is just about house parties and shit. Cool, like, fucking hell. I'm glad I still kept this. It's so funny. It's my little notebook when I was a 14-year-old. Man, there's so many props. There's all kinds of things, cuzzy. Right, I'm going to the toilet and I'll be right back. I'm taking my phone. I'm nicely tucked in the front.
Nuka Chronic says, it's a shame that Will Smith is married to a woman that has open entanglements with other men lol. Milkatima Kesting says, I hope to God there isn't a good fan translation of Legend of Dragoon. The original has some absolute banger quotes. BrWR says, her son's friends.
can't even fucking walk in a straight line.
Milkatima Kesting says, I'm happy to receive your Fistmaster. That game is the fucking best.
Fistmaster? Excuse me, mate. I looked in the mirror and I'm just looking at this fucking tired motherfucker looking straight back at me. Shit, look at this, cuzzy. What we got here? It's fucking lightsaber, innit? We got a baseball bat here as well. We've got all kinds of shit. There's a lot of props here. There's a lot. It's fucking cold in here. Shit, is it cold? What the hell? Fucking, what's the temperature? I got a headache, bruv. Just drank a bottle of Shams after 2 Guinnesses and like...
Mirror D80 says, Johnny, are you packing up for the return to Japan? Is that bag 4 in the background?
Oh, that. Oh, mate, we got more sweets. We got some sweets in there. We might have to eat that. So, my sister-in-law, my brother's getting married. I'm well happy about that. She's really sweet. I mentioned Joe Rogan's name and she said like,
Milkatima Kesting says, wait, I didn't even ask or notice or pay attention to a fucking thing you said. Did your nose get the divot or was the surgeon proper?
She's the sweetest person in the world. She gave me this bag of sweets, but I said I'm on keto, so she kept it more meat oriented. But my dad, like she gave this to my dad. My dad loves this. I might eat my dad's sweets. I can't do that. Right, this shit, it's like handmade. Milky's gonna get fucking, I'm not gonna say that.
Bradublia says, Guinness is also my go-to.
Shall I nick like just 2 of these? Just like I can reseal it with that. I can't do that because it's for my dad. Oh, these are so good. This is like toffee inside some like biscuit. These are so good. I know it's like a biscuit. These are biscuits. I can't.
Mirror D80 says, I love Irish and Brooklyn accents.
Nah, I'm not. My dad loves this and it would be so rude to do that. I'm not doing that. So we'll leave that for my dad. Do you know what though? Alright, let's eat some food because I'm fucking starving. But it's very thoughtful. I said I'm on keto. She's basically gave me this.
Milkatima Kesting says, no, that's a gift. Dangerous. Just get your own.
Look at this. A bag of nuts, cuzzy. And like dried fruit. Mate, I'm so happy for my brother. And, oh, there's 2 things. Don't know what this is. Like little sausage thing. Right, let's just eat it. Fuck it. I've got to let it go sometime with no regret. It's time to fucking eat. My jaw hurts so much because my jaw was like clenching so much yesterday. All night. Thank you, sister-in-law. Love you.
Milkatima Kesting says, chorizo, let's go.
Yeah. Chorizo doesn't taste good unless it's cooked. It's like this is not good. I'm putting that cigar up. I don't like that. Just a raining goal yesterday.
Mirror D80 says, is that a picture of a kookaburra on the licorice?
What? Oh, where? There's no licorice.
WR says, remember those chocolates called Quality Streets? Milkatima Kesting says, Johnny, you don't eat chorizo raw, what the fuck?
Yeah, you fucking do. I bought a whole chorizo sausage the other day. I ate the whole thing raw. Quality Streets used to have nice shiny wrappers. And then they probably got a grant from the government. And then they made their wrapper like recyclable and they put less volume in there. Fuck Quality Street.
Mirror D80 says the long red sticks on the top of the bag. Edward Johnston says laters y'all happy new year.
You're not leaving, Cuzzy. Happy New Year, mate. You mean this? Kookaburra? Oh, Mike. That's an Australian thing, isn't it? The Kookaburra? Oh, Mike.
Milkatima Kesting says, you don't. What are you eating? IT's not chorizo.
This is like...
Milkatima Kesting says, take care, Edward.
What? This is like in Freddy Krueger where he's like doing the puppet master with that guy's innards. Like, this is such an American present, right? It's like the most processed. What the fuck is this, dude? I'm supposed to eat that? Mate, pork, potato starch, salt, spices, spice
Bradwell
extracts.
says, maybe Burning Man is your thing. Mirror D80 says I only saw for a second, probably missaw the icon.
Mate, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna eat it, but I'm not happy about it. I might as well just eat paper or some I don't know. I'm eating the most unhealthiest shit ever. So hungry. Yesterday.
Milkatima Kesting says, what is exactly my reaction to whatever you are pulling out that bag? Mirror D80 says in my mind I saw a kookaburra, a bird of Australia that laughs.
Where? Yesterday, before the rave, I did it perfectly though. I only had about 700 calories max before I went out. Just kept it cool. Danced all night. I don't know how many calories I had today. More than I should. This is messed up. It's actually fucking horrible. I like the way I can just keep eating it though. Shall I nick a couple of chocolates from my dad's like goodie bag? I can't do that, right?
Milkatima Kesting says, I have bad news for you, Johnny. Everywhere you go now, people are selling processed shit.
This is some real... This is wrong. Oh, 600 calories in this.
Bradwell says, would you mind if it was your son?
What? I can't believe I drank a bottle of champagne. So wrong.
Milkatima Kesting says, I also have more bad news. Sushi has sugar in it. Mirror D80
Fuck
says
off.
thoughts on Resi 9.
Let's play it.
Milkatima Kesting says howdy Keith.
Howdy, Keith. Happy New Year, mate. How are you? Do you think my dad will be pissed off if I nick a couple of his chocolates? He probably will be, right? That's so selfish to steal someone's Christmas present, isn't it? He really likes them as well. Nah, that's really cunty. We can't do that. This is a lot of calories in there, like all these nuts. Sign me up. Right, let's try a little handful. Mmm. 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 Mate, Christmas nuts and dried fruit. So good. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my god, it's so good. I wonder how many calories I consumed today. Mmm. Mmm.
Mirror D80 says Capcom released a new trailer with playable Leon. Kithu Sibirsa, 5154 says well thank you. Milkatima Kesting says, I was holding out on the Leon thing. I didn't believe they would do good things, it is good. Milkatima Kesting says, did you eat that whole fucking thing? Mirror D80 says 2 characters in Resi 9 FBI girl which I didn't care much about and Leon fully action section of the game. Milkatima Kesting says oh he scrolled up and shut us up Lmao. Milkatima Kesting says you would care if you played Outbreak, but only 2 people did Lmao. Bradwr says, if your son did would you? You're like your dad so do what you wouldn't mind. Mirror D80 says okay there was a lot of Resi spin-offs I missed on. Bradwr says, my dad would be happy I took some. Bradwr says, I think a man is happy once his kids and wife are happy. Milkatima Kesting says yeah I think it's cool that they reached into the depths and found someone, but I would have preferred Sherry Birkin tbh. Mirror D80 says anyone else going to see Return to Silent Hill in cinemas on the 23rd? It's an adaptation of the iconic Silent Hill 2.
What? There's a Silent Hill 2 movie?
Mirror D80 says yuck Sherry is cool.
Who's Sherry? My sister-in-law is beast mode. Proud. Proud. She's my sister. Look what she gave me.
Milkatima Kesting says, I absolutely loved Sherry, but everyone hates Six, so they completely miss out on being able to love her Mayo.
6 is not good, Milky. Let's be real. I'm actually looking forward to playing that because
Mirror
it's so
D80
bad.
says I liked 6 and Revelations too.
I mean, I like it because it's Resident Evil and it's silly. And you know the underground section with the minecart? Like they've carved out this vast subterranean city. It would take at least 1,000 years, and they got like a mine shaft and rails and like lanterns on every 10 meters. It's fucking stupid. But the best thing about Resi 6 is it Sherry when you see up her skirt, when you give her the piggyback and it goes right up the skirt. Fucking amazing. That's just before games went terrible. You know what I mean? It is so good. Let me show you. It's gonna fuck up my YouTube algorithm. Sherry.
Mirror D80 says the Silent Hill movie releases end of this month, January. Trailers look cool but a little different.
Sherry Resi 6 upskirt.
Milkatima Kesting says 6 is an absolute blast, but you won't let yourself have fun and want TK be a snob. It's certainly not Resident Evil, but it's something LMAO. Mirror D80 says Sherry Birkin first appearance from Resi 2.
Oh yeah. Remember. Who does the upskirt in Resi 6? Right? When you give her a piggyback and you can look right up the skirt. You know what I mean? It's so funny.
Milkatima Kesting says you do not see up her skirt, she is wearing pants, you're thinking of Helena's sister.
Helena.
Mirror D80 says the naked spider woman, if I recall correctly.
I'm gonna fuck up my algorithm now. Yeah, it's this one. Leon the upskirt voyeur. It's what I want. Yeah. Sherry upskirt. Here we go.
Let me record this.
Okay. Let me show you. It's this.
Milkatima Kesting says yeah, she's like we gotta save my sister, and I'm like I know where this is going, lol.
It's over here. Okay. I'm just getting a good look. Let's go.
You remember that? It's so good.
And we are live. Welcome to Johnny Mass.
Sherry upskirt. Resi 6. I can't, there's not a lot of this online. We're gonna fucking get there though. You can go right up the skirt in Resi 6. It's absolutely, it's just completely insane. No one's even doing it. We're gonna do it. Don't worry, cuzzy. We're gonna do it.
Milkatima Kesting says you trollin'.
Real.
Milkatima Kesting says also the screen is black.
Stop whining. Thank you. Mate, fruit and dried fruit and nuts. Very good. Starving.
Mirror D80 says, the ballistics.
Excuse me?
Milkatima Kesting says then you're not listening. Sherry is wearing pants you can't upskirt pants.
No, you can. You're not listening. She wears a skirt and she's got panties underneath. And if you change the camera angle, you can look right up at when when Leon's giving her a piggyback. And the best part, because it's pervy Japanese, I think she's unconscious, which makes it by orders of magnitude more morally questionable.
Mirror D80 says maybe Ashley from Og Resi 4.
Milky's an upskirt denier. It's a pure upskirt. We're gonna play this game because it's so stupid. Resi 6 is broken, man. A lot of bugs. I can't smoke. I don't really like this cigar, to be honest. Churchill, you win.
Milkatima Kesting says, I watch anime, I know what I'm talking about. I think you're thinking of Ashley Chelsea, confuses them all the time.
Leon, Ashley, upskirt. I don't think it's Ashley. Like, he gives it back, and you can change the camera angle. It's like right there, on purpose, obviously. Pervy Japanese. Yeah, it's her, Ashley. But that okay. Yeah.
Milkatima Kesting says he doesn't know who Sherry is, and he doesn't know who Rebecca is.
Man, there's all this pervy shit on YouTube, and this is gonna mess up my search history.
Mirror D80 says just ordered Gran Turismo 7 bottom iron 4. Milkatima Kesting says, wait, your shampoo's obstinate.
Excuse me? Is that the latest Gran Turismo? Man, it's fucking delicious. Who would have thought nuts and dried fruit, I'm talking cashews, pistachios, cranberries, is the best snack? So good.
Mirror D80 says search the Og Resi 4, not the remake. Milkatima Kesting says no matter what I say, you're going to be contrarian, because you've had half a bottle of champers.
Milky, you think so lowly of me. I'm fair, I'll be fair. What are you saying, Milky? What are you saying? Hit me. Man, I'm fucking
Bro
starving.
WR says, the man is in teenage wank chamber. His memory is locked in.
What? No. I'm biting your text to
Mirror
speech.
D80 says Yup 7 is the latest Gran Turismo. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 off Vim's lair and own 5, 6.
Oh man, this room stinks of shit because of this. This was not good, man. Churchill, what the fuck were you thinking, bro? Not good.
Milkatima Kesting says, I live an obstinate drunk. I know what I'm talking about. Mirror D80 says I also got all the PS2 needs for speeds to test out. Milkatima Kesting says, I live with.
Does anyone remember Burnout? Burnout was a fucking good. When you... There's more, cuzzy. Burnout. When you smoke weed, that was so good, so intense. It was really difficult. You remember that game? You just bombing it through regular, on a highway.
Milkatima Kesting says, Mirror is setting up for a good time.
I'm setting up for a bad time tomorrow, cuzzy. Eating everything in sight. So hungry. Oh. How many calories? Don't you think I could be a professional food fighter? Because I know that I could. If I dedicate my life to becoming fat, I'll tear it up, man. I can eat forever. Forever and ever. I love eating. I love eating.
Mirror D80 says Milkatima Kestings thanks and yes my backlog is insane, takes me a good 10 minutes to decide on one game to play lol. Milkatima Kestings says, you want to hang out with me and smoke weed and fill our bellies with diet soda and play Burnout. Revenge for the PS2?
No. I want to hang out with you. I don't want to smoke weed. I want to play Burnout. No, I want to smoke weed. Let's go, Milky. Sounds like a good time.
Milkatima Kestings says play Monster Hunter 1. There are old school fan servers.
I played it. I loved it. I didn't get very far, but it was good.
BrWR says, this eating is good for your mental health. You never do this. Mirror D80s has donated $2 Australian and 77 cents and says Burnout. Flat out and Carmageddon bro nice.
Thank you. Thank you, very generous.
Milkatima Kestings says that was a joke. The only mind-altering substance I consume is alcohol.
Pussy. I'm joking. That's good. That's so good, Milky. I'm proud of you.
Mirror D80 says I've got a slow metabolism so I try not to eat too much.
Fair enough, bro. Yeah, it's a fucking battle, is it not? I don't know what the fuck I'm eating, but it feels unhealthy as fuck. Thank you, Mira.
Milkatima Kesting says, I have a high metabolism and I don't eat. Wanna trade metabolisms?
Last one. This is fucking good. Okay. Had the fruit and nut. Had the Spanish pork. We had the champers. We had loads of things. Man, the cigar was like the worst. It's disgusting, actually, to be real. Filth. Like, I feel bad throwing it away, but it's just such a... I don't know, I'll keep it, but it's fucking disgusting.
Mirror
Hell yeah.
D80 says I love Italian and hamburgers but only eat junk EV once in a second week.
The thing is, right? Should we just nick a couple of my dad's treats from my sister-in-law? There's loads in there. Should I just take...
Mirror D80 says if I'm lucky.
Look, could undo that? Just take 2. Like, I really, really want to... Look, there's loads of them, cuzzy. Should I nick a few? I'll tell him. I'll say, Dad, I couldn't resist. Look, it's like a little Christmas pudding, cuzzy. Look at that. With 2 little... It's a chocolate thingy. It's like... I don't know what's in it. Loads of butter and sugar. And there's a white, snowy blob on top with 2 little holly berries and a green thing. Look. Shall I nick a few?
Fatima Kesting says, Johnny, it's not your jiffer.
Shall I not do that? Mate, can you spell Milky for fuck's
Mirror
sake?
D80 says it's been hot here and I have a cold gym overdue.
Shall I nick a few? Brab, come on.
Fatima Kesting says if your dad offers you one when he gets it, then yeah.
I can't wait that long. I need it now, cuzzy. Shall I nick one? I can't. But it looks so tasty. Shall I? What do you think? Yay or nay? Could do it. We could do it. Bam ba da ba dum bam ba dum bam bam. Bam bam ba dum bam bam. Bam ba dum bam. Dum bam ba dum bam.
Fatima Kesting says, no, I never got past the 5th grade.
Stop whining. Come on, Milky dear. Why you whine all night long? Come on, stop it. Do it. Eat the wild blueberries. Eat the Christmas cake. Come on, put it in your mouth and chew it up. Come on, do it. I remember days like this. My father used to take us into the forest and we used to eat chocolate by the river. Come on. Shall I eat it? Smells so good. Actually can't smell anything. Shall I? What do you think?
Fatima Kesting says my fat fingers on this Samsung keyboard has been hell. I never should have switched from LG. Mirror
Sure.
D80 says 1 or 2 won't hurt. BrWR says, do it, he will be cool.
Okay, but it's so rude doing this. It's so fucking rude. Okay, since you said it, it's gonna be cool. I'll do it. This is so bad. I feel like a piece of shit, son.
Mirror D80 says easy to open and reseal. Fatima Kesting says, enablers, the lot of you.
So I got to take 2 more. Isn't there a famous story about this? Like, it's about a cake. I remember my teacher told me this story in school. Like, went down, just have 1 slice and then have another slice, and you ate the whole fucking thing.
Fatima Kesting says okay, you've had 1, now stop.
There's still loads in there. Come on now. I don't even have to tell him, but I will. I will tell him. have the best underwear.
Mirror D80 says, but chocolate is nice and yum, irresistibly undeniable.
How you like that? Japanese shit. Okay, look, we got 2 of these, Cuzzy. Look at that. These little 2 little crispy things, that adds the texture, is perfect. I feel I need some music when I eat this last one.
Milkatima Kesting says it would be crazy if your just disowned you, lol.
Nah.
You just,
Right.
you just,
We need this tune. It was all worth it. It was all worth it. Don't need anything else now. Had the Shamps, had the fucking Cuban Churchill, ridiculous amount of processed meat, fruit and nuts. That was an unexpected banger. Had the coffee, had the 2 donuts, and had the cheeky chocky wocky stolen from my dad's stash. Thanks everyone for joining me. Happy New Year 2026. Let's tear this shit up, tear it to pieces, cuzzy. Let's make this, seriously, let's make this the best fucking year ever. Guaranteed. Really looking forward to tons of gaming and streaming and music and fun times. Thank you everyone. Much love to you, yeah. Happy New Year. See you very soon, probably tomorrow. And we're gonna play maybe Ill Bleed. Good night everyone. See you later. Thanks for joining. Bye.
Milkatima Kesting says we got this one.